Good afternoon from the Scoreboard Bar and Grill here outside of Opry Mills. I'm Joe Hunk. As the final injury report is out for the Titans and the Bucs. As far as the Bucs are concerned, cornerback Josh Hayes is officially out. Now, Jamel Dean as well as Carlton Davis are both listed as questionable and will be game time decisions. As for the Titans, no Daniel Brunskill, no Traylon Burks, no Sean Murphy-Bunting, and no MPF. All of those guys have been officially ruled out. Tannehill's questionable, but again, you got Will Levis. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols. The flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City, headed into a great football weekend, and we are broadcasting live at Scoreboard Bar and Grill in Music Valley Drive, the OG location. And I've got my sister here. Dawn Davenport is here.
What up,
Hi. I'm here on a Friday. What?
I don't know. It's like not football.
Tell everybody what my shirt says.
Tennessee versus all y'all.
No.
Right, Clay?
Yeah. War damn Eagle versus all of y'all.
That's right.
Whoever y'all are.
That's right. Well, this week it's Arkansas.
I guess us, but she's got sunglasses, too.
I don't know about that one, baby.
Looks like she got them out of a cereal box. Remember
Hey,
that?
yeah,
Where
I
you get
used to love
prizes?
those, yep.
They are gooders.
Gooders.
Those are like good sunglasses.
Okay.
But yes, they have a special Auburn edition, and so I have those too. They don't have a Tennessee edition. Just saying.
Well,
Yeah,
you would have bought them anyway.
Yeah, we got our own anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
So Baby Babs is sporting her Tennessee gear. I'll
Reppin'.
put pictures out on social media for you. But it was very hard for me to put her in that Vols jersey, and so I felt like I had to go Auburn times a million.
Wow.
I even have my Auburn shoes on.
Good Lord,
Babs.
dude.
Yeah, tiger stripes.
Talk about evening it out.
Yeah, you're playing a one-win Arkansas team.
I know, but this is a very important win for Auburn.
And Arkansas.
For Auburn.
Okay.
I might have gone Arkansas minus the 2.5.
Might have.
Jerk.
I did.
But then
Both of y'all? Jeez.
we like Jefferson.
Welcome to Friday.
Yeah.
Just saying.
We like Wheezy and George.
All right, a lot going on.
It is.
A lot going on. A lot of people are going with Auburn in that game, though. I have seen since I did that one early in the week. So
I
maybe
think
I'm off
it's a
on that
big
one.
for Hugh and for building and the blocks for this program.
Seems like someone
Yeah,
saying it.
yeah, because you're losing the last game for sure. Who you got next week?
It's Cupcake Week, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
think
it's
so for
Cupcake
y'all.
Week, I think.
Yeah,
No,
for
it's all the SEC.
Nope,
Oh,
Tennessee
except
plays
for Tennessee.
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
Tennessee does not have a cupcake on Cupcake Week.
We
They
just
did
had- we
last
had our
week.
appetizer.
They did
couple
last
Yeah,
week.
neither does Georgia.
Speaking
Interesting.
of Georgia, real quick, and then we'll get to the other guy on this show real quick. Register to win Tennessee Georgia tickets right here at Scoreboard.
Nice.
I'm telling you, register to win Tennessee Georgia tickets right here at Scoreboard. We are giving away on the station a total of 3 pair of these tickets, okay? We're giving away 1 pair today here.
Can I call for this one?
No, you're out.
Automatically?
You don't need to get tickets for that game.
If you never shoot your shot, you never miss.
Yeah, but you've got reps.
Yeah,
I
you
may
got
have some
reps.
couple of
You're
racks
all
that
right.
we can get tickets to.
All right, so we're giving away 3 pair of Tennessee Georgia tickets before that game, but we are giving away 1 pair here today at Scoreboard in the last segment of the show. Also, register. Go see Griff at the table. You can register for your chance to win Tim McGraw tickets at Bridgestone.
Oh, that's a great show. Sorry, I got real excited.
You like Tim McGraw, okay.
I love me some Tim.
He's a cool dude. I wish we could get him on the show. Green Day and Smashing Pumpkins at Geodis Park also in the mix. So Titans and Buccaneers coming up. But first, more importantly, Ron Slay is in the building.
I'm in the building.
And from Nashville, Tennessee, at 6'8" and power forward, Ron Slay. Y'all better buckle up, because this car ain't got no roof.
What up, Slay Dog?
I am ready and locked in and ready to roll going into the weekend. A lot of b-ball taking place and football. Man, football is it's like feast week for like the last 5 to 6 weeks. I'm just having a ball with it, man.
It has been great.
Yeah.
And now you add basketball to the mix, as you say, and Tennessee and Wisconsin go at it tonight.
Mm-hmm. On Peacock.
Is that right?
Yeah, NBC affiliate. I don't know what's going on with that.
Can we get it?
Yeah, we can get it. Just go to
Peacock?
Peacock.
I mean, it's not necessarily nothing against Peacock. I don't know that much about it. It's not necessarily a station I'd run to.
No, I wouldn't either.
Well, they got like Quantum Leap and
they got
like
some good movies
Maverick.
on there. I think they the one that stream Yellowstone, if I ain't mistaken.
Oh, is that true?
I think so. I'm almost positive.
I wouldn't know any of that.
Like Hulu and all that other stuff. But I think it's NBC affiliate. Didn't Big Ten sign something big with NBC?
I don't know. Big Ten signed something big today.
Oh, Big Ten made
Gonna
it
be
official
interesting.
on Michigan.
Yeah. So what's funny about this story is so Pete Thamel had it. Now a lot of people do, but Michigan found by the Big Ten to have violated the sportsmanship policy. So Jim Harbaugh will be allowed to coach during the week, but not be allowed to coach on the sideline during games the rest of the way. So how many games they have left? 2? 3. They've got 3 left. They play at Penn State. Here's the interesting part about this story. I saw last night that they had all agreed to come to a decision early today. So if he were suspended, he would have the option to not go. I think he was going to go anyway, and maybe that's why they didn't care about waiting because
the
other
school
part
said that he was going to be on that flight regardless.
Right. So then you take away the need to do it quickly, and so we get it now. But they also said that last night I saw that Michigan had a bevy of high-powered and priced attorneys ready to appeal.
Wow.
So
which means
he may
he'll
coach
probably
tomorrow.
coach this weekend?
Yeah.
Because if you get
guess.
the appeal, I'm sure the appeal was already ready, right?
Yeah.
It's already written.
That'll be the next
just
story.
press send.
Yep.
That'll be the next
right?
story we see.
And so if the appeal is in, he should perhaps be on the sideline tomorrow, right?
Yep. The signs should already be in anyway, though.
Yeah.
I think it's enough signs to going around. Like, they probably
so
know
this is random, and I just saw it because I worked a Charlotte game this year. So I follow Charlotte head football coach Biff Poggi, who was Jim.
A cutoff shirt.
Yes. You all probably know him not because of Charlotte football, because he's the one that coaches in the cutoff shirt. Yeah. But he was Jim Harbaugh's right-hand man like the last, I think, 3 seasons.
Okay.
Like associate, head assistant, whatever, to the head coach, all of those things. So this was his tweet about it that he just put out about, 30 minutes ago. Biff Poggi said, "I've been quiet on the Michigan situation, but no longer. I was closer to Jim Harbaugh over the last 3 years than anyone except his wife and kids," which is accurate, is very true.
Okay.
They were super close. If Jim knew, I would have known. I didn't know, and neither did he. I stake my reputation on that. Stop whining and get a better team.
Okay, now I believe him.
No, but
Yes. He went out in front of that thing, though, boy.
Well, yeah.
but I'll say this.
Because Harbaugh's going to give him a job in the NFL next year.
Well, and judging
Charlotte's
by
got
how
2 wins.
Charlotte's doing,
Yeah.
like he's going to need it, right?
way he
But
coaches.
I will say this. Let's say that is true.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Because you are the head football coach of that program, and there was so much money involved in paying these people to be able to get to these games, to get tickets, to get video, all of that, that there is somebody higher up that
gotta
was in
sign
charge
off
of
on
it and had to sign off on it and had to make sure that the finances were there for everybody, whoever is doing it, to do it.
All of that is true.
And at the end of the day, if you're the head coach, that's on you.
All
That's
of that is true.
your program that you're overseeing.
That's in the NCAA rules. I read the bylaw when this came out.
Yeah, because
Because
the
he
whole,
denied.
oh, I don't know.
He denied any
Doesn't work.
involvement, and there's a rule in the NCAA. It doesn't matter anymore. They put that in because of old school coach who used to claim plausible deniability.
Yeah.
They've taken that out. It
Patino
doesn't
Was
matter.
that? I was going to say, was that the Rick Pitino rule? Is that why they put it in?
It might have been.
I believe
Hookers in
so.
the dorms?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't
'Cause
know.
He was able to stand on that.
Yeah.
He was able to stand on that.
Yeah.
So the next story will be the appeal, and then we'll see what happens. And that matchup tomorrow, Michigan and Penn State, is an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
I hate that it's an 11 a.m. game. I wish it was a night game. They are going to stripe
Damn
the
TV,
stands.
always screwing things up.
Can't figure it out.
They're going to stripe the stands, and Penn State is 5-2 in those stripe games. Penn State's defense is by far the best defense that Michigan will have faced. They haven't run the ball as well this year with Blake Corum and that offensive line. They've been trying to throw the ball a little bit more the last couple of weeks, but Penn State's defense is by far the best.
Well, yeah, Michigan hasn't played anybody.
That's the key thing.
Michigan hasn't played a team ranked in the top 50.
Wow, yeah.
The last top 25 team they played was TCU last year, who bounced them out of the playoff.
Well, and that's why initially before the college football playoff rankings came out, I had them fourth because I'm like, they haven't played anybody.
I like Penn State in this game. Now, Jim Harbaugh's using this as motivation, and you know,
I mean,
can it work with college kids? Yeah.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Can it also go the other way and the distraction?
I think
and
that personally. But.
The kids now, since this has been passed down, maybe that you're not going to be penalized as a player.
Right.
Since this is what the Big Ten has officially released, maybe
right.
now that you're not going to be bounced from the college football playoff because of all of it for the rest of the season. But could it play into a distraction? And I get that Harbaugh also is going to get to be there during the week and put together the game plan and all of that. But there's a reason that head coaches are paid as well as they are, because they can make a difference in games, in decision making. Maybe it's Harbaugh would take a timeout somewhere that somebody else, that's stepping in for him won't.
Yep.
I mean, you just never know.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wonder how much of a distraction that is for this team with what they have moving forward, because they actually start playing people.
Agreed.
You can drink. You can drink.
You
can
can.
drink
You
here
can
at
drink
Scoreboard.
too, yeah.
And
Bushwhackers.
you can distract us with Bushwhackers. They've got all kinds of flavors of Bushwhackers here too. Also 2-for-1 draft beer while we're here until 6 o'clock. Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Music Valley Drive. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, off and running the Friday edition. It is Trash Talk Friday, too, if you want in. 615-737-1045. We can talk Titans and Buccaneers. We can talk college football, any of the games on your mind we can get to today. 3HL, presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. Watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Thank you. The Evan Bank Chat is open again at Scoreboard. Your chance to win Tennessee, Georgia tickets. Giving away a pair in the last segment today. So head on out here. Get out of work. Who cares? It's Friday. We'll be right back. Does your home need a freshen up? Getting ready to put it on the market? Have rental homes that need some love? Buddy Allen Carpet One is your local source for everything flooring. Hardwoods, carpet, tile, laminates, waterproof flooring, and more. They make it easy to get the floors you've always wanted without breaking the bank. And right now, with credit approval, you can receive zero interest, financing for 12, 18, or 36 months on carpet, luxury flooring, and hardwood. Simply visit BuddyAllenCarpet1.com for more information, and you can also stop by the store in Donaldson, 2405 Lebanon Pike, 615-883-3289, BuddyAllenCarpet1.com.
What is happening, good people? Awaken180weightloss.com. You want to shave it off, drop it off, cut it off, do something, man. Get rid of it. Just get rid of the weight, man. It's easy to do. Awaken180weightloss.com will help you with that. I'm telling you, because it helped me with that. Yes, I dove into it, and it is doable. If you know, then you know. Too much hassle and other plans, not with Awaken 180. Nah, they simplify the journey to a lighter you. That's exactly what they did with me. Jumped on that scale 300, tipped right on over that, but then got it right on off with some nice work, yes, with a coach to also back me and keep me informed of when I need to make a little tweak to my weight loss journey as far as my diet and things went. That went real well. Still meet with Coach Sam, even though I'm in the maintenance part of the program. It's still simple and easy to do because it's a monitor system to you. You monitor, they monitor. It all goes hand in hand. Give them a call today at 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800. Awaken180weightloss.com. Dang it.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brett Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. You can beat me in Slay's picks. Dawn's usually not here. That's why she's not included in this. But maybe she should be.
Nah.
No, you should put your bets in. We want to see it, Babs.
This is a hard one today,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just straight up winners you're picking. Last week's winner was Pam Spalding. She went 7-0.
That's crazy.
Wow, go Pam.
Man, she did that.
Well done.
I may go like 1-6 in this one.
Now listen, coming off the weekend we had when it was kind of dismal in college, like this is what we were looking for. And the NFL. You got some good games on both.
I had a great week. I always have a great weekend in college. I just suck in the
not
NFL.
betting. I'm saying like the landscape of the competition. Get out of the betting, Euro.
Well, this is what this is.
No, this is very true. So it ought to be more fun.
Sorry about the
It was easy to go 7-0. No, I'm saying that because we went undefeated on a difficult weekend.
Yeah, we did.
I'm going to give her props, but you know what I mean? I want to see her do something now. Show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
Come on through.
Show me what you're working
Sign
with.
up.
It's weird to me that Dawn is here.
I know.
No, it's weird to the people in the chat. They said Babsy on a Friday.
I
know.
love it.
And I keep like looking at you and talking and then remembering, oh, Babs is over here.
Babs is over there.
She's got a coffee, so look out.
That is correct. Yeah, I worked back-to-back Maction games and had a game Wednesday night, so I have the weekend off.
That is nice. It's a bye week for you.
Yeah.
If you win this thing by filling out these winners, you can win a scoreboard prize pack that includes $250 in prizes. Here are the games. You ready?
Yes.
Let's see. There are 4 top 20 college matchups against each other. I mean, you're right. This is going to be a good weekend. Tennessee at Missouri, Michigan at Penn State, Ole Miss at Georgia, Utah at Washington, Titans at Buccaneers, 49ers at Jags, Browns at Ravens.
Yeah.
Y'all, look, 49ers need to bounce back.
They do.
They get that win against Jacksonville, and then Will Levis goes in and wins at Tampa Bay and then beats Jacksonville. The Titans are one game out in the AFC South.
Yep.
There's an opportunity in the next 2 weeks.
And Deebo Samuel was seen at practice. Not saying he's going to play, but he was seen at practice doing a little light workout. So that's positive for the 49ers coming off that bye week.
Total points scored in Tennessee, Missouri. What do you think about that? I mean, Tennessee's been over 60 against them the last 2 seasons. I don't see that this year.
Right. I do see a high-scoring game.
You do?
Yep, and I think more so set up because of the running game. I think Missouri is going to sell out to stop the – are we doing this now?
Yeah, might as well.
Hit it.
Yeah, I think Missouri going to sell out to stop the run, sort of like Kentucky did. So you're going to need Joe Milton to piggyback what he did on the last 2 weeks, be consistent and precise on his passes and make sure you hit them. And I think that opens it up. And I think after that, there is no answer. The question is how healthy is Burden out there on that edge when you're missing Kamal Haddon? Like, I think this will be the true first test.
I think he will play.
Yeah.
But I hear that he's a percentage of himself.
Decoy in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Which Tennessee will figure that out pretty quickly.
Yep.
Not that he can't have, production. He will. He's that good. But,
yeah.
But, he's had a couple of 200-yard games.
Right. And I thought their quarterback came back to earth. Now, granted, it was Georgia they were playing last week, but
Brady Cook.
Yeah, Brady Cook. I believe he came a little bit back to earth, and it's going to be different. And I think it's a challenge also to Coach Gardner and his guys to get back to the quarterback.
Tennessee at Missouri. Tennessee up to a 2.5-point favorite now.
There you go.
So a lot of money going in on the Vols. Mm-hmm. So that game is happening. 2:30 CBS tomorrow. You can catch the action right here on 104.5 The Zone. This is the first time these two will both be ranked while playing this game. Tennessee's won 4 in a row in the series, going over 60 the last 2. Against Missouri, they won 35-12 3 years ago. FPI gives Tennessee a 60.9% chance to win. Heupel 2-0 against Missouri. Drink is 0-3 or 0-2. I don't remember when he came. He's 0-3. Missouri's D is better. They're number 5 in the SEC against the run. Tennessee is number 1 in terms of running the football and number 1 in terms of defending the run.
Something got to give.
So Schrader it has been very effective. He's not a home run hitting running back, former walk-on. Love to watch him play. But Tennessee's going to definitely be keying in on him and trying to make Brady Cook beat them with a partial Durden and that passing game. Tennessee running back Jalen Wright, number 2 in the country at 7.5 yards per carry, leads the SEC with 6 100-yard rushing games. That is the most number of 100-yard rushing games for a Tennessee player since Jalen Hurd in 2015.
Wow. And he was getting that rock.
I remember that.
Yeah, they were feeding him.
If he stays healthy, he's going to break that. So,
right.
Vols, again, number 1 in the SEC in rush offense and rush defense. Missouri quarterback Brady Cook actually did well against Tennessee last year in the blowout. He threw for 221 yards and 3 touchdowns, ran for 106. Tennessee will have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket, and they are going to bring pressure. That is definitely
yes, they are.
True. Joe Milton, 254 yards passing last week on just 14 attempts. That's 18 yards per pass attempt.
Yeah.
Milton has at least – check this out. I'm going to mention our boy on this one.
Talk to him.
Milton has at least 1 touchdown pass in 13 straight games, which ties Tony Robinson for the 3rd longest streak in Tennessee history.
I love T-Rob, man.
Where are you on Milton now at
this
point in this season?
I think he's playing much better, and I think the key is that he has become comfortable in running the football in called runs. And I think that's presented defenses with more of an opportunity to kind of stay balanced with what they do because you don't know what's coming. Tennessee's run game outside of Milton running is good enough, but when you add that element to it, I think that has freed up some room. I think he has more confidence now in some of his younger wide receivers. And the last 3 games, he has played exceptionally well, completing 75% of his passes, going up over 220 yards in each game. And he only played half of the game against UConn. So I think he's playing better, makes them better on offense. I think Tennessee wins against Missouri.
Go.
I had it at 41-24.
I like that number.
God, that's
a lot.
High.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Missouri scores that many points. When
you don't think they get 3 touchdowns?
Do you think Tennessee scores that many points?
I can see that just because of the running game and what he just said. I think Joe Milton, the threat of him running now, makes people sit back instead of when they were getting after him and that pocket was collapsing. Also, I think that offensive line has gotten healthier.
That's what I was going to ask because that's kind of the big question mark every week. Isn't it?
I heard that
what
today
health?
after you asked me this morning. I did a little research on that. They're as healthy on the offensive line as they've been.
And you can see it.
That makes a huge difference.
Yeah, if you listen to them, like having the privilege to be up there this past weekend and be on the sideline watching those guys warm up. Cooper Mays, being a leader and the anchor of that team, is like leading them on the offensive line and telling guys like, hey, this is what we're going to do. It was a soundbite came out to Jalen Wright. Hey, man, we scored on the first run. Now, he scored on the second one, but it was to the house. It was 70-plus yards. So I think that mindset right there is a trickle-down effect. When you start to get healthy, that starts to rub off on other guys. Keep Spraggins' head right, and I think they got something really, really good to work with up front.
Tennessee, last little nugget on this thing. I've got 3 pages of notes on Tennessee, Missouri for today. This is just page number 1. Tennessee has scored at least 1 first-quarter touchdown in 31 of Josh Heupel's 35 games.
Yeah.
And the only time they didn't score a touchdown.
What were the 4? Yeah.
The only time the only one this year was Austin Peay.
Wow.
Who has now won 7 in a row?
Yeah.
Coming off that loss to Tennessee.
We said it was going to be interesting to watch this team. Do they take confidence from that game and just let it build? And, yeah, they did. They did. That's dope.
Clearly did. That's for sure. 615-737-1045 if you want in. Coming up today, I've got another page of stuff.
I like that. Yeah.
Babs brought this up yesterday about the Titans struggling in terms of NFL ranking in offense, total offense, passing, rushing, points per game, all those things. And so I just flippantly said, well, yeah, it's different now with Levis, though, right? And so then we all talked, and we're like, we need to look this up. And so I did.
You did a deep dive in the numbers?
I did. Total offense, passing offense, rushing offense, and points per game without Levis and where they would rank on the current numbers, which isn't necessarily all that. I mean, it's pretty fair. But then I did the 2-game data points with Levis.
Just Levis, yeah.
It's dramatically different.
Did you do it? Did you include for their overall numbers? You did not include the Levis games. You know what I mean? Like right now, their offense is ranked 23rd in the league.
Right. Without Levis, for example, so right now, 302 yards per game, number 23 in the NFL. Without Levis, 283.5, number 27.
Okay.
With Levis, 357.5, number 8.
Wow.
That's an example.
Okay. That is a significant difference. Now, you can
That's
always
2 data points.
So
yeah. Now, you can always jump in and say, okay, but, the offensive line has now had a little more time to gel, and they're playing better. But
I'll
then
argue
you can
that one,
always – okay.
So
I mean –
the offensive line against the Steelers, a lot of people thought played better. I think that had more to do with Levis's ability to move around in the pocket.
Yep.
and
He
get
was
rid
actually
of the football.
the
Right.
pressure rate against the Steelers was actually the highest of the season, I think. And Levis, the pressure rate on Levis is higher than the pressure rate was on Tannehill. I think they may be onto something, Babs. I'm just saying.
With Levis?
Yes.
Oh, I'm all in.
Yeah.
yeah, I think Tim Kelly's sitting right there rubbing his hands like, ooh.
I think he's got more of the offense.
Yep.
What if you just had a half-capable offensive line?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's look at it this way, Titans fans. If you did have a half-capable offensive line, you might never have seen Levis this year.
Very true.
So there you
Very
go.
true.
There's
All
your
right.
silver
Yeah.
lining.
Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. We're all over the board today, as we are on Fridays. Don gets to experience this for the first time in a while. Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Music Valley Drive is where we are. Come by for your chance to win Tennessee, Georgia football tickets. We will give a pair away in the last segment, but you got to get registered. If you don't win today, you'll have 2 more chances before the game at some point. I don't know the schedule on that deal. The Big Ten has released the Big Ten. Michigan has released its response, a statement.
Scathing.
For those that haven't seen,
Really?
the Big Ten came out and admonished Michigan, violation of sportsmanship policy. They say Jim Harbaugh will be allowed to coach during the week but not during games for the rest of the regular season. Here's Michigan's response to that in a statement. Like
It's
all
long,
members.
but it's good.
Well, I have a couple of paragraphs, so maybe it's longer than what I have. But like all members of the Big Ten Conference, we are entitled to a fair, deliberate, and thoughtful process to determine the full set of facts before a judgment is rendered. Today's action by Commissioner Tony Petty disregards the conference's own handbook, violates basic tenets of due process, and sets an untenable precedent of assessing penalties before an investigation has been completed. We are dismayed at the commissioner's rush to judgment when there is an ongoing NCAA investigation, one in which we are fully cooperating. Commissioner Petit's hasty action today suggests that this is more about reacting to pressure from other conference members, than a desire to apply the rules fairly and impartially. By taking this action at this hour, the commissioner is personally inserting himself onto the sidelines and altering the level playing field that he is claiming to preserve. And doing so on Veterans Day, a court holiday, to try to thwart the university from seeking immediate judicial relief is hardly a profile in impartiality. To ensure fairness in the process, we intend to seek a court order together with Coach Harbaugh preventing this disciplinary action from taking effect. Wow.
Oh, I didn't realize the Veterans Day
Yep.
thing.
Wow.
Man.
So they had number 1, number 2, number 3. So when the ruling came down, they said send 1 or send 2 or send 3. So whichever one this was already printed up, it was ready to roll.
Wow.
That's how you hit back.
But that's scathing, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Michigan this entire time with stuff that's leaked out and reporters saying, oh, well, this is what Michigan thinks about. I feel like this entire time they have maintained the whole, you want to bring us down?
Just wait.
We going to bring
Yep.
a bunch of other teams down with us.
Yep.
The pressure from other conference members.
Yep.
I think Michigan's you want to play this hardball with us, then watch out.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But, here's the thing, though. Let me just, thinking out loud, because all of this has just happened within the last 35 minutes or so. But thinking out loud, what if the Big Ten is – clearly there's still an ongoing investigation, right? So in the meantime –
In between time.
no peace.
There is no peace.
We're going to sit Harbaugh down, and we feel like that's just and right while we continue to investigate. And then there will be more infractions potentially. Here's the thing. Jim Harbaugh, even if If I'm Michigan, I'm trying to get this pushed off to next year because he won't be the coach.
Get me through this year. We got a great run at a national championship. Get me through this.
He's not going to be the coach there next year regardless. Doesn't matter what happens.
Would you want to be if you were him?
Well, I don't even know if he wanted to be last year.
Right.
True.
I mean, he's starting to leave multiple times,
and
now he's got to deal with all this crap. And he's already under investigation right now.
Yep. And that like when
for another matter,
I would say no. Like, why would you want to put up with this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when you've come from the NFL.
I mean, you make your own bed, too.
True. But he's looking around and saying, hey, man, when I look out the window and they doing the same thing in their backyard as we doing, why y'all messing with us? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
I can go to the pros and not worry about anything.
Yeah, this Big Ten community, what we talking about?
He can go be the Raiders coach or something.
Come on.
615-737-1045, broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Come by for your chance. Becky Bob's over there dancing. He wasn't even doing the robot. He was like dancing.
Just real dancing. No music.
Look at him.
Automatic music.
He puts his head down, starts smiling. Your chance to win Tennessee Georgia tickets, we're going to give a pair away today. There's a Vandy fan registering to win. That's cool.
There's two of them. His shirt says, we don't do orange.
Boy, they better win against – y'all better win against South Carolina or you might not get an SEC win. That's Titans and Buccaneers. Buccaneers by 1.5, 12 o'clock on CBS. When we come back, we'll talk about potential problems the Bucs present. Next, 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Yes, indeed. I had to the last 2 or 3 days go and switch my thermostat to on, to off, to heat, to cold. Like it's fluctuating. But I have no doubts in my mind. Is it working right? Because I've had a maintenance check. The Spring Hill Heating and Cooling always does a maintenance check, Babsy.
Why you got to bring up maintenance checks? Because they told me to do it. And did I do it?
No.
No, I didn't. And then we have the cold spell, and my heating unit goes out, and I have to replace it. So, Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, though, they were awesome. I immediately reached out to them, springhillac.com. They were there within 24 hours. My new unit was installed and ready to go within 48 hours, and they were awesome, just like they always are. Heating and Cooling, I consider them family, but they consider all of their customers family.
No question, and they never hesitate. Once you make that call, they get right on it. SpringHillAC.com.
Call them.
Go up to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Get it done this weekend. Get what done? Go get that next new vehicle. Maybe you've been thinking about it for a while. Now is the time. My friends at Gupton will be able to help you out with no pressure at all. They simply want you in the vehicle that's right for you. That's it, and that's what will happen. Go talk with them about what you're looking for, what you need, what you want. More room, less of a payment, something more reliable. Whatever your story is, they're going to be able to help you out. You go take your test drive. You go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it will be that easy. 24 west to exit 35. That's about 9 miles outside the city. Then a straight drive, a beautiful drive into Springfield, Tennessee for your trip to Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in Springfield, just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Check them out online while you pretend to work. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All of the dealership information is there. The inventory is there as well. That's GuptonMotors.com. 3450 Tom Austin Highway, Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
So this is a small bird, too, for someone that's never seen a bob white before. It's this little round softball.
That's right. Yeah, they're not much bigger than my fist. They've got little legs, but they're a ground-nesting, ground-dwelling bird. If they never have to fly in their life, they wouldn't, right? They just do that to get away from hawks and owls for the most part, or hunters. What they need is largely herbaceous plant communities, right? So they need wildflowers. They need a small proportion of grasses. I don't need vast grasslands, right? I need stuff that most people would call weeds. Those are providing good brood cover, good nesting cover, a lot of insects, right? That's what chicks need to develop early.
Bridgestone Firestone is a quail focus or focal area. So tell us a little bit why.
Yeah, it's largely because there are very few places that have wild quail in the state of Tennessee anymore. And there's dozens of different factors that lead into that, right? Everybody wants to jump right to predators, but it's a habitat issue, right? It's a landscape change, whether that's we're talking about development or whether we're talking about fire not being on the landscape anymore, or fields and young forests progressing into closed canopy forest, right? So the farm, just by nature of it being an open landscape that's been maintained that way, has held on to some birds. And compared to most other places in the state, we're one of the very few. On top of that, the potential for growing that population, it's higher here than just about anywhere else.
Three HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. We're on the stage here at Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Music Valley Drive, the OG location of Scoreboard. Come by for your chance to get registered to win Tennessee-Georgia football tickets. We're going to give a pair away in the last hour of today's show. If you don't win today, you'll have two more opportunities as we roll toward that big game. Can't wait to talk about that one next week, especially if Tennessee wins and Ole Miss wins.
Win. Yep.
Because at that point, that game's for the East.
Oh, that'll be live and direct. Ole Miss that's a night game, right? Ole Miss.
Yeah,
is
6 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern.
Woo! Well, they got the work cut out for them on that one.
10-point spread. Lane sounded confident, man.
Very, 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 very. Trey Harris. Hey man, you talking about a game changer? If you're impressed by what Neighbors does for LSU, if you're impressed with what Burton does for Missouri, then you got to be impressed with what Trey Harris does for Ole Miss, because you're talking about a different level. Good gosh, dude is special, man.
Yep, and then Quinshon Judkins, the running back. I think this is a key element to this game. I think Kirby's probably been kind of isolating on that run D this week for Georgia, making sure they fit gaps and all those things, because going into last week, only one time in 55 games had somebody rushed for 150 more as a team against Georgia, and Missouri did it last week.
Getting ready to roll into
Became the second team to do that. Titans and Buccaneers, 1.5 is the spread. Buccaneers favored, 12 o'clock on CBS. Potential problems the Bucs present. And then we'll go to the phones at 615-737-1045. Quarterback Baker Mayfield can sling it. That's what Coach Mack told us. And what an incredible story. Walk on twice. ends up winning the Heisman. Number 1 pick, goes to a team that was 1-31 the previous 32. In the third year, gets them into the playoffs, wins the playoff game against the Steelers, then bounces around the league. Gets hurt, 4 teams in 16 months, and here he is in Tampa Bay. And he's playing pretty well. 64.9% completion percentage, 233 yards per game, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Their offensive line is rated as the best offensive line in football. He's only been sacked 13 times in 8 games. So that's going to be another key for the Titans, who have had trouble getting to the quarterback the last several weeks. He keeps plays alive is one of the things that he does well. And the offensive line being able to protect him enables him to get the ball down the field. That's what you've always liked about him. His receivers, Mike Evans, still a problem. 37 receptions, 594 yards, 16.1 yards per catch, 5 touchdowns. He's in his 10th season.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 yards every year of his career.
And to continue it with that size.
He's on his way again this year. Wide receiver Chris Godwin, 40 for 468 and a touchdown this year. Tampa Bay does not run the ball at all. They do in spots, but that is definitely a weakness with them. They average 3.1 yards per carry. Rashad White, who can catch the ball exceptionally well out of the backfield, I get to that, but he averages just 3.4 yards per carry, 47 yards per game. Does have 3 touchdowns. I think 2 of them came last week, actually.
Yeah, they did.
Good receiver out of the backfield. 3rd leading receiver for Tampa Bay. He's got – check this out. He's got 33 receptions on 34 targets, including 20 in a row.
I was going to say he's 20 for 20 his last 2 games.
Yep.
Catching the ball. So when it's interesting because we always, just to hit on this point about them struggling to run the ball, like we always talk to, especially in the college game, like the run game doesn't necessarily have to be run game.
Right. It's not their focal point,
it's
not for them.
Right. Like
they're in the shotgun.
Yeah, and you can achieve the same thing by, short screen passes, whatever you want to do, but you don't necessarily have to run the ball to get the run game going, and I think that's where the Bucs are right now.
Boy, they sure ran the ball well on the little baby Hunk Titans, though. I watched that today.
What happened with that?
Did they close Hunk on out?
I mean, Hunk. So Hunk's credit, though, he didn't give up.
No, Hunk never gives up. That's
what
the
were
least
you
of the
down?
worries.
You were
Did
down
you
like
lose?
You were down like 41-7 or something, 34-7, and then it was 34-21.
For people that don't know, Hunk plays Madden.
Yeah,
the night before.
Hold on to the word play. I was down by like 40, I think, at one point in time. Mike Evans had 3 catches for 111 yards and 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. I found out that apparently there's a new rule in the NFL that you can't be within 20 yards of Mike Evans whenever he makes a catch. It's really crazy. I think it only affects the Titans. And that's how it went. Will Levis missed 3 wide open passes, 2 of them on 4th down, 1 to DeAndre Hopkins. That would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, some would debate whether or not you're throwing it to the correct guy.
But
the other
true.
point that needs to be made there is they hadn't updated the Madden levels, so Levis is still playing on this.
He's
I've never played as a quarterback guy.
He's a 68 overall on the game.
Yeah.
A 68.
So he should have got boosted today, right?
I would take Levis over some starting quarterbacks right now.
Oh, yeah.
No, and his throwing power is the exact same as Malik Willis's.
Oh, come on.
And see?
Yeah, man.
It makes no sense.
That's bunk because you know that he has a legit strong arm, and you knew that before he stepped on the damn field.
Yes.
That's bunk on Madden.
They have him and Malik both with a 94.
Babs.
I'm calling out Madden on that. That is bunk.
It's
Friday, Madden.
It's Friday, Trash Talk Friday, and Fired Up Friday?
Yeah, and Bunk Friday, apparently.
Bunkity bunk.
Yeah. So it was not good. But
what
you
was
can
the
watch
final?
I want to say something like 56-23.
You don't even know.
Oh, good Lord.
Well, no, the reason
That's
is
not even an NFL score.
No, that's the other problem. See, the other issue is
it was entertaining.
It was bad because I was in field goal range a bunch. I just couldn't go for field goals because I had to go for it.
Yeah.
Well,
and
fun.
there was this one time when Chig caught a ball down the middle of the field.
He's God!
He's running, and he's like battling his way to the end zone. And as he falls to the end zone, he drops the ball on the 1 yard line.
Do you guys remember? Okay,
but then the next play, to your
I could
credit,
see that happening.
you got a safety. On
yes,
the next play.
I got a
set
safety.
up.
So do you guys remember, like in the Olympics a few years ago, when USA tried to score like an empty netter and the puck was like this far?
Yeah.
That was the ball. It was that far from the goal line,
Game
and
of
he
inches.
just stops, and the Bucs pick it up.
They try to prove it's a game.
I'm like, are you serious? So yes, that happened as well.
Hey, you got to fight for every blade of grass.
Could you see that really happening with Chig, though?
No, because that means he catches it. So,
Hey man, he had 4 targets, 3 catches last week.
Chig just out here.
Come on,
catching
you got
strays.
Wiley in there.
at least he's catching them.
Let's put Josh Wiley in there. Man.
Chig
Catching
and or
strays.
Wiley, one of those dudes just going to break out one day and have
It
like
is.
8 catches.
Both of them
and
got the
just-
talent.
Like Kyle Phillips?
Like Kyle Phillips.
Time.
Give me one more. Stack those performances,
That's it.
and let's talk.
All right, we talked about potential problems with regard to the Bucs offense. We'll hit on the defense in just a second, but let's get to some of these calls. And this will be interesting. Talking about the Michigan story, Rich in Brentwood is a Michigan fan and wants to jump in. Hey, Rich, thanks so much for calling, man. How are you?
Hey, guys. Thank you. Long-time listener, first-time calling. Just wanted to talk about the Michigan. Like, what's going on is bad. Well, what we did was wrong, but I think the NCAA should go ahead and finish this investigation before the Big Ten does anything. I'm kind of happy the Big Ten stepped in, though. I think this is going to be the beginning of Michigan leaving the Big Ten. Michigan has hired Williams and Connolly. It's one of the biggest law firms in the Midwest. Michigan is not going to go back and just take the suspension. This is actually going to go to court. Whether Jim Harbaugh gets suspended or not, I think this is going to lead to something big for the Big Ten. You know, you're supposed to protect your top 2 teams, something the Big 12 didn't do, which Oklahoma and Texas left.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what we did was right. I'm saying let the investigation go through. If you look back, Wake Forest did this a couple years back. Their assistant coach, he got suspended for just a quarter. Obviously, Wake Forest and Michigan are 2 different schools, and the NCAA doesn't like Harbaugh. What we did was wrong. Just let the NCAA finish their investigation. I don't know why the Big Ten stepped in, but I just want to give my 2 cents that, hey, I think in the next couple of years you'll see a shift in the Big Ten. Hopefully Michigan goes independent like Notre Dame, or if the SEC wants us. I think this is going to be the beginning of the end for the Big Ten.
I think they have enough to do what they have done, and I think they will continue to investigate.
But he makes a great point.
He does.
Well,
He
first
does.
of all, the Wake Forest thing, that was not the same level that all this Michigan stuff that's come out. It was not as intense as the Michigan cheating scandal, right?
I like what Rich said.
But
he threw out there. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just going to say, to his point about, as a conference, you're supposed to protect your teams. Greg Sankey would never put his team in a position like this. He would have waited for the NCAA to handle their thing and then dealt with
100%.
it. Because you have to protect your conference.
100%.
And your
This
teams.
was a commissioner that's not strong enough to take the pressure from the other member institutions. They had that meeting the other day without Michigan. That's when he got turned, right? He brings up an interesting point, though. Michigan and Ohio State to the SEC. How about that?
Oh, good
God,
Lord.
You let that happen. Everything else will crumble.
More of your
It
phone
will.
calls
Good
on a
gosh.
Friday, Trash Talk Friday, whatever you want to call it.
Friday.
3HL broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Music Valley Drive. Your chance to win Tennessee, Georgia tickets. Just come by and get registered. We're going to give them away in the last segment. More 3HL all over the football board, NFL and college football. We're on it today. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, temperatures are dropping again, and maybe you've got some cold air or those ladybugs crawling through your windows, because that used to be me before I redid my windows and doors from Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. Now's about that time where you can tell when your windows are not sealed properly, or when your windows are old and you just have to replace them. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville is who you need to call, and you might be surprised to learn how affordable those replacement windows are. from Pella, and they're making it even more affordable for you right now. 50% off qualifying installations, and that's an and. No money down, no interest, no payments for 12 months. All you have to do is schedule a free consultation, and you can see that special on their website. Tell them Dawn sent you. They will give you that special. PellaNashville.com is where you need to go ahead and schedule that, or you can just stop by their showroom, which is beautiful too, by the way. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville in Franklin, 277 Mallory Station Road in Franklin. Let them help you out. Go to PellaNashville.com.
What is happening, good people? Genetic stress, hormones, aging. This is Ron Slay, man. And I'm telling you, all natural and inevitable factors that lead to hair loss. Fortunately, there is a proven way to reverse common and even rare patterns of balding using groundbreaking technology. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment regrows your own natural hair, even in those places where it's disappeared for years. And it works for men and women across all ages. Advanced Hair's breakthrough technology, top-rated physicians have improved tens of thousands of lives. But time is of the essence. Hair loss from natural factors can eventually reach a point of no return. So schedule your free consultation today and find out if you qualify for $500 off. Call 629-348-HAIR. We might not be able to prevent all the causes of hair loss, but you can regrow your own natural hair with Advanced Hair. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair is guaranteed to grow. That's 629-348-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Good afternoon from the Scoreboard Bar and Grill here at Opry Mills. Now, Titans are heading to Tampa, and Titans are getting ready to play the Bucs, but there are 4 players that normally are on the field that will not be on Sunday. Those include Daniel Brunskill, Traylon Burks, Sean Murphy-Bunting, and NPF. Now, Mike Brown's also out, but he's been out pretty much for a while, so that doesn't really matter. Now, as far as the Bucs are concerned, Josh Hayes is officially out due to concussion. Jamel Dean is going to be a game time decision because he was a full participant at practice today, but he has still yet to fully pass concussion protocol. And Michigan has gotten word that Jim Harbaugh is suspended for the remainder of the regular season, but they are trying to get a court order so that he can continue coaching. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. We love that it's Friday. We know that you do as well. It's going to be a fun football weekend. What is today?
Friday.
There he is. He's Ron Slay.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
Best believe I'm in the building. Better be ready. I'm in the building. Calling no rules. Time for the show.
People have no rules, especially if the Vols handle business.
Best believe
tomorrow.
Anything got you rankled up today? What are you burning on today? What are you excited about today?
I had something. I meant to write it down. I keep on forgetting to write stuff down. I do this when I brush my teeth.
Oh, that's when you have your great thoughts and ideas?
But I'm using my phone for this little electronic toothbrush I got to make sure I do 2 minutes. So I always forget when I'm finished. So I use my mouthwash.
So things pop in and out of your head in 2 minutes.
And I mean some good stuff too, boy.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Well, you'd have a novel written.
Man, I had some for throw punch Thursday, but it was Friday morning.
That's okay. It can be Trash Talk Friday.
Yeah, but I can't remember.
Oh.
I must have.
We need to write a book. We just need to compile your stories. Like, in the summer where you start telling stories?
Yeah, just get them going.
The Book of Slay.
Hey, that's a good book. The good book.
Dawn Davenport is here. She's usually not on a Friday.
104.5 The Zone AI. On the T-Dot Smartway map, there appears to be a meteor approaching downtown Nashville. No, wait. Scratch that. No need to check for weather alerts. This appears to be a Babs native. She's coming in hot. Entering the studio in 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Happy Friday.
Traffic was tough. We got a text. Sometimes we do from Babs. And she said, be there at 59. I'm like, boy, that's hitting it on the head right there.
Hey, you know what?
You're early.
Right on time.
I'll tell you this. It took me an hour to get here. And like, Waze had me get, like, not even mess with 440.
Yeah.
Like, from 65 to 440.
Yeah, I didn't
got
go
off
that
at
way.
Armory to Nolensville to 24.
Yep.
Past the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, my folks out there.
Yeah.
Guess what, though? It's Kirby made a good point, CMA.
Oh, that's right. CMAs, and now also we're getting towards the holidays, and a lot of people come out here to shop.
Yeah.
Tis the season. Props to shout out Jelly Roll on the CMA Awards.
And he just got nominated for 2 Grammys.
That dude is rolling, man.
I love him.
Don't get no better, man. We got to get him on. Jelly.
Again.
What you gonna do? Yeah.
Yeah. Time Hop popped up on me with Jelly Roll doing our show at First Horizon.
Yeah.
I wasn't there that day.
You weren't?
You
No.
missed it.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah,
you
he was
sure
sitting in
did.
your seat.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. It's all right. I'd gladly give up my seat to Jelly Roll.
Look him up, y'all, if you haven't seen or heard of him. Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Music Valley Drive across from the Opryland Hotel. We love coming out here on Fridays, and we've got something for you, man. Griff's got stuff on the table, and everybody's always afraid to ask, like, hey, man, how much for the hat or something like that. No, dude, they're free.
Take it.
It's so funny, though, because nobody wants to take the hats or the shirts or anything because they think you got to do something for them.
Yeah, you ain't got to do nothing strange for a little piece of change. You can just have them hats.
So you can also register to win Tim McGraw tickets at Bridgestone. You can register to win Green Day and Smashing Pumpkins tickets at Geodis Park. and somebody was down there registering, and she asked what we always ask Griff. Hey, have you ever heard of the Smashing Pumpkins? Griff, have you?
How old are you, Griff?
No.
You haven't?
No. He's 21.
21. Good.
Griff,
Lord,
have you ever heard of Green Day? He knows Green Day.
Hey.
All right.
Green Day's on a lot of video
Wait, why
games.
do you know Green Day and not Smashing Pumpkins?
He doesn't know. He's
I tried to give him an out.
What about Tim McGraw? You know Tim McGraw? I'm not a country guy. He
He
lives
knows
here.
his country. He knows his country, though.
He lives here. You should know, like, Nashville stuff.
Nashville stuff.
Also, Eggy Bob is here, and Dawn has never seen this, but Eggy Bob one day got in front of the camera and did the robot dance. He brought it back. He can't get in front of the camera now unless he comes up on stage with us.
Oh, we is plenty of room up here.
Is it the real robot?
Oh, it's the Eggy Bob.
Eggy Bob, come up here on stage.
It's the,
You can't talk. You don't have a mic.
It's the Robop.
It's your it's Bop's time to shine.
It's the Robop.
Oh, boy.
Bob, what high school
you
game are you
love
doing
this.
today? What high school game are you doing today? I'm actually not doing He's not. Okay.
Oh,
All
plenty
right,
of room
Bob.
for Robot. Here you
Come
go,
on,
right
Bob.
here,
No, Bob.
Robot.
Right here between me and Slay.
Here we go.
There he is. He's right. Y'all ready for this? This is the best dance you have ever seen in your life.
Get him, Bob. Oh, that's the music. No, Bob, not fall
Bob,
down.
let's go.
Come
Get
on,
up.
Eggy Bob. You can't fall down, man. You gotta be ready. Lights, camera, action. Go. Oh, look at Bob.
Go, Bob.
Look at Bob.
Go, Bob.
Hey.
No, that's it?
That's all we get from the Bob.
You got to do more.
He didn't even do the real robot.
He didn't do the robot.
No, you just did a juke move.
He did like a touchdown
Yeah,
dance.
like I'm gonna get over here to the 10-yard line. You could have gave us the robot. Babs never seen
Okay,
it.
but let me say this, Bob. You might have a little bit of rhythm, but
He
you
did. He
don't
did.
look like you have rhythm
There you
when
go.
you're bopping around.
See?
Look at him.
It's a Dr. Seuss cover, but
Come
boy,
do the
it is
robot.
it's a different kind of book when you open it up.
It's like I look like I have rhythm when I'm chair dancing,
Yeah.
but then when I get up and really dance, everyone's like, "What is that?"
It's green eggs and ham.
Stop.
You're
trying.
like Lauren Sisler and me. Like you can't make the top half work with the bottom half.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
And then the
together.
arms and the legs and stuff.
Yeah.
They're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
It's part of the body, y'all.
Putting it all
The arms
together
and the
doesn't
legs
work.
and stuff.
No, but it's a top and a bottom part of the body, Slay.
That's why in the chair, like me and Baz got it going on. We're ready
I'm
to roll.
telling you, I can chair dance like no other.
Yeah, she really can. And she can do the Superman.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah, hey.
But she worked a long time on that
To
one.
get
I
that
did.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bob,
I learned that whole dance.
Why can't you robot?
If there's anybody who actually knows who has seen me dance, I need them to let the people know. That's all I'm going to say.
You
No,
got
Bob,
a
you
chance
had an
right now.
opportunity. No, what you mean?
We don't need other
Let
people.
the people
Yeah.
know what
Yeah,
that
like,
you can
yeah.
or can't dance.
I watched
Bob,
a lot of
not
Michael
to
Jackson
say it.
videos as a kid. I promise you that.
Bob, the world did. Like, not only
So did I. That didn't mean I could
Yeah,
dance.
like the world. You had an opportunity right here, Bob. It was your show, and you turned it down. You did a little juke move.
Shoulda
and
grabbed
shook
it.
the linebacker and got to
Grabbed
the left.
it by the
Hey.
know what and run with
There
it,
you
Bob.
go.
The juke move was good, though.
No, it was
Yeah,
real
no,
good.
it was real
Yeah.
good.
He
All right,
he
let's
moved
go.
Dr. Gibbons
Back,
in the hole.
focus, boys.
Okay, it's
That's
Friday,
what,
Babs.
that's what we got going on at Scoreboard.
Friday, Babs.
We asked Bob to do the robot, and he does a juke move.
Yeah,
I don't-
like-
he did the robot so well. Why won't he do it?
It was really cool. It was really cool.
Former Titan Pro Bowler Marc Mariani will join us at 4:20,
Oh,
and
shine.
he will break down
See what
Titans
my
and
boy pick
Buccaneers.
was last week.
You don't want it. New York Giants.
No, I thought he picked the Raiders.
Did he pick the Raiders?
Yeah, I think so.
The Raiders were favored.
Oh, wow. Well,
Blood in the water pick. That's coming up. We mentioned problems that the Bucs present offensively. On defense, linebacker Levante David has been in this league for a long, long time,
been
man.
a dog,
And
too.
he is still rolling. He's going to be 34 years old in January. He leads the team in tackles with 78, 2 sacks, 9 tackles for a loss, 1 forced fumble. He's in year 12.
wow.
Their linebackers are good. I mean, Levante David, Devin White, and Shaq Barrett, they are good. It's hard to run the ball against Tampa Bay. And then they're all behind, and they have space with which to run because of defensive tackle Vita Vea, who's been on this injury report. I need to see what's going on there. Vita Vea leads the team with 3.5 sacks. He's 6'4", 350, this guy.
He's a problem.
You can't move him.
No. We saw that last year when they came up for the preseason?
Yes, and guess who gets to try? Aaron Brewer.
Oh. Well, at least he's seen them before. At least it ain't nothing new.
Well, I've seen Bop dance
You
before.
watch Michael Jackson, too, huh?
The whole world. He says he can dance well because he watched Michael Jackson.
So did I. It didn't help me.
I'm trying to find the here it is. The injury report is so small. It's almost like like our payroll. Emails from corporate that we can't see. So we either get underpaid or overpaid. I don't know.
We don't know because we can't tell.
Exactly.
Can't see.
I got time to scroll
Sounds
1 mile
good.
to go see what it is.
Right? Well, okay, the reason it's so small is because it's so long.
Yes,
the
it
injury
is. Yep.
report,
I
unfortunately.
thought you
No, I'm not talking about. Nope, not talking about our payroll.
No, you got a different payroll.
I know. I was like, what a flex that was. Bab's like, I usually don't work on Friday, but let me come in here and tell you how much money I make.
Right here.
No.
Payroll this long.
No,
I got
sorry.
your payroll right here.
Let me clarify. I was talking about the injury report.
Vita Vea with a groin injury. 350-pound man with a groin injury is probably like a difficult thing. He has been a full participant, though, the last 2 days, so I'm guessing he's going to go.
The two that stand out to me the most on that Bucs injury report, Jamel Dean and Carlton Davis.
Edge guy?
Jamel Dean and Carlton Davis, both corners. Who else was on here?
Those two stand out big time.
Yeah, Carlton Davis actually gave up 3 touchdowns last week. So
that's kind of part of it, honestly, because he's got the toe injury. So part of you is like, well, shoot, you kind of want him to play against Will Levis if he gave up 3 touchdowns last week. Like every single highlight that you saw of Stroud, it was like, this poor guy. Now how does he respond to that? Because you guys know, as a professional athlete, the middle part of the game, if you can't get over that quickly, the fact that your mishaps were plastered all over national TV 8,000 times talking about what a great game Stroud had, and it was you for 3 of them.
And they're going to run it back.
Right. And so part of you is like, okay, if I'm a Titans fan, I kind of want him to play because I want Levis to expose him even more.
Right.
But then you wonder about the bounce back on that.
So what Tampa does when they have an injury with their corners, they move Antoine Winfield Jr. from safety to corner, and so it does affect the back end.
Right.
Because he's a good
Dean
safety.
has not passed concussion protocol yet.
Right.
So I know that he was, limited participation today, but it officially hasn't passed concussion protocol.
Yep.
So now that could happen tomorrow. But he's listed as questionable.
Winfield, by the way, 3 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries. So working through this Titans-Buccaneers matchup, if you want in, always 615-737-1045. When we come back, Moonshine, Marc Mariani, former Titan Pro Bowler, will jump in his take on Titans-Buccaneers. He'll offer his blood-in-the-water pick, which is an outright upset winner coming up this weekend, and we'll do that next as we continue to broadcast live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Your chance to register to win Tennessee-Georgia tickets here. We're going to give away a pair of tickets in the last segment. Come by and do that. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Hey, what's happening, man? Brentwood Jewelry, exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for over 50 years. And today, it started up at 1, so you still got opportunity to slide through there, man. They having a Bremont and Bourbon taking place right now until 6 p.m. Bremont's newest collections and new Supermarine S302 GMT, man. I'm telling you, get on over there. This is an event sponsored by Bremont, Brentwood Jewelry, and Brinkman's Wine and Spirits. So, free bourbon tasting, enter to win, and get a free bottle. No, you can win a free bottle if you enter to win. But the address that you're going to get to is 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. They will be taking place all the way to 6 o'clock. Get on over there. I promise you, I'm getting me a nice watch for Christmas. Even if I got to get it for myself, I'm telling you. And I want it to be a Bremont because we're going to Brentwood Jewelry. You go over there, check it out. If you got a Bremont that was broken, you can go over there and get it repaired as well. 9 to 4, Monday through Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturdays 9 to 4. Get on over there at Brentwood Jewelry.
Sounds like a fun event.
Yeah, that sounded fun giving it to him.
You know what is fun? A brand new show-stopping closet.
Oh, that'll be beautiful.
Oh, yes. Artisan Custom Closets. That's who you need to call to get that. And now is the perfect time to do it. Let's say you want to surprise somebody for the holidays or have that beautiful closet done and ready to go for Christmas. Put a bow on it. Guess what? Now's the time to go visit artisancustomclosets.com and go ahead and set up your free in-home consultation with them. ARTISAN customclosets.com is the website. And here's the deal. They don't just do closets. They can handle pantries, garages. They did my garage, and it's beautiful and organized, and I absolutely love it, and it makes my life easier because I have a clean garage. They do home offices, laundry rooms, mudrooms, bedrooms. They have Murphy bed options. Maybe you have the office / bedroom thing going on. They can handle that too. And right now, tell them Dawn sent you and they'll give you 10% off whatever your project is. Don't forget to ask about payment options too. Now is the time to go ahead and hire them so that you can get everything done by the holidays. 615-800-2199. That's 800-2199. 10% off if you tell them Dawn sent you. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
Life is busy. We could all use some extra time in our day, which is exactly why Two Rivers Ford offers mobile service. We'll bring the service to your driveway at no additional charge. Oil changes, brakes, batteries, the certified technicians at Two Rivers will perform basic maintenance on your vehicle wherever you are, so you'll have more time for moments like this. Schedule your mobile service appointment by scanning the QR code or calling Two Rivers Ford today.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay with you. Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Music Valley Drive. Y'all, they have pumpkin spice bushwhackers here. There's this Tennessee Vol family sitting down here, and they pointed out that Don might like that.
That's a real family right there.
Well, so
the Vols, baby.
what is it, Broadway Brew House?
Yeah.
They used to have the original, like bushwhacker thing.
Saturday?
Now, I just want to point out, I've been here, 17 years now?
Mm-hmm.
So
How
this
many
was
have you had?
well, that was the
get
last
that-
time I did
get
it
that
because
drink
it was
ready.
one of those nights.
Yeah.
So I haven't had a bushwhacker since.
Guess what, Babs? I've been here all my life, and I've never had a bushwhacker.
You haven't?
They're so good, dude.
You
All right,
you
here we
actually
go.
should do one.
Here we go. The fall drink menu at Scoreboard. You ready for this?
All right.
Look at my man down here
Oh
with
my
the football
gosh.
and
That's
his
my guy.
Vols
That's little
jersey.
Henry, man. That little
That's
Henry right
Henry.
there.
Yeah, Henry. He got us to autograph his autograph book. He's got Tajay Spears in there.
I know. I'm like, are you sure you want our autographs? We're going to devalue your autograph
Yeah.
book.
Henry could chuck that ball, though. I've seen him do it. Classic Bushwhacker. All right, that's chocolate, strawberry, or vanilla. This is at Scoreboard Bar and Grill right now. Salted caramel.
Oh, wow.
Caramel.
Caramel? Henry liked that one.
Pecan or pecan.
Caramel or caramel?
Pecan.
Caramel. The whole table said caramel.
Caramel.
The Vols.
All right, banana pudding.
In a bushwhacker?
I love
This
give me
is
that regular.
Old Smoky banana cream, vanilla wafers, whipped cream.
Wow. That sounds
They
amazing.
put the cookie in there?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Vanilla wafers.
All right, keep going.
I like it.
Back in the day, you don't have any money, vanilla wafers, man.
Oh, yeah, I eat them now.
Jeez. What?
Go.
See, Babs don't know how this go.
I don't. I'm so impatient.
Welcome to Friday.
This is a park full of squirrels, Babs.
God.
And we're just in it.
Espresso bushwhacker. That'll get you going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mint chocolate chip,
That sounds
Butterfinger, and pumpkin spice.
That's crazy.
See, all
Old
the
Smoky,
flavors.
pumpkin cream, whipped cream, graham crackers.
That sounds terrific.
It sounds so good. But let me tell you what's not good. How you feel the next day
See, that's-
after you
see?
have a bushwhacker
See,
night.
you worry about down the road, man.
Right now. What about right? You're going to feel great right now.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So is it it's a dessert really, huh?
It's like an alcoholic Frosty.
Yes. It's
That's how your boy who wants to
And
pay,
it does-
pay the WNBA $1 million used to say.
and it doesn't taste like it has the amount of alcohol in it that it
has,
really has. Yes.
See, that's
Which
what it'd
is
be
why
scary.
it hurts the next day.
That'd be scary. Milk and alcohol.
Yeah.
Never been a mixture.
Might make you black out or something.
Or Earl.
615-737-1045.
Earl.
Earl. Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of Marc Mariani. He's like really fast, so it's tough to get a hold of him sometimes. Oh, he's good. Oh, there we go. Mark, what's up?
Let's go. I'm here. I'm here. The bus. Don't leave without me. I'm right here.
Okay.
What
I can't
up,
hear
Moonshine?
him very well. Can you turn him up?
Turn them up, Zelf.
Turn them
Not
up.
that he
Turn them
needs
up.
to
Turn
be
them up. Turn them up.
There you go.
I'll
What
start
up,
yelling.
Moonshine?
Hi.
Hi.
I'll start yelling. You know I'll start yelling. I'll raise my voice if need be.
I know. Are you on like speakerphone or something? Got your earbuds in or something? You're on a bike.
Is it bad?
That's what it is. Got his earbuds in.
That's what it is.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Hey, there go Moonshine.
My kid must have broken them for the 14th time.
I mean, I see all
What's
these
shaking?
pictures of you and the kids on the bike rolling around Nashville, man. I get nervous about that.
Oh, dude, we've been taking those bikes to Titans games all over town. I'm in a gang, dude. I'm flashing gang signs all over. They're just kind of waves.
He said they just kind of wave.
I got my kid yelling at people, whatever. We're just, be careful in the streets of 12 South. There's a new biker gang in town. We got little bells and stuff. It's the real deal now.
It's the Moonshine Gang.
Yeah, the Moonshine.
Hey, Mark, have you ever had like a bushwhacker over here at Scoreboard? They've got pumpkin spice now.
Oh, hold on a second. Now, I'm a big fan of the Bushwhacker. Don't get me wrong. I mean, dude, that'll cement your gut instantly. But one or two is fine. But a pumpkin spice, Bushwhacker? I don't know. I'm a little skeptical, but you know me. I'll try anything twice.
Think twice.
All right, let's go to the Steelers-Titans matchup. We got your take on Will Levis after game one. Were you more impressed with him after that Steelers game, like everyone else?
I was, man. I love this kid. I think we talked about it last week. I didn't think it was much of a decision. I know Braves likes to string us along a bit, but we talked about it. He's your future, 1. He gives you the best chance to win, 2. And 3, performance when compared to Tannehill, it's been kind of a bumpy ride at the quarterback position this year, and there's a lot of blame that goes into that. But for those 3 reasons, man, I think it's Levis time. And, I thought it was really interesting this week, all the stuff coming out and all the sound bites. We're not, sending Tannehill into, he's not retiring or whatever. He's still the backup quarterback, and we're probably going to see him again this year. I mean, I would bet my life savings that, this league is brutal, and for a rookie quarterback, he's going to take a hit here or there. Tannehill will play again. I feel that. I mean, I strongly believe that. But everybody was just moping around, hey, let's not forget what he's meant to this organization and all this stuff. And I think we need to do that. There's a time for that. But even some of the sound bites were like, I think I pulled the organization out of a hard time. It's like, okay, I think this happened. And we were, I think we have 2 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. Something, the stats weren't good. The record wasn't good. This is the future. And, I think Tannehill can compete maybe somewhere else for a starting job. But if he could play another 8-10 years as a backup quarterback. I think he's earned that respect and the ability to do that. But, I mean, it's a no-brainer for me, man. I think, again, not only as a future, we're not throwing away our season. There's not a single guy in that locker room who gives a damn about the 2024 draft pick. There's not a single guy who's ready to tank it the last 8 games. So I don't even think it's because of that. I think Will Levis gives you the best chance to win right now on Sunday in Tampa Bay.
Yep, and, I mean, one stat that, just kind of stands out above many that you could throw out there is quarterback rating. Will Levis 96.4, Ryan Tannehill 71.9. But you're right about the moping thing. We took that from one of Ryan Tannehill's sound bites. He wanted the moving truck and just get on out of here.
Well, yeah, and it was kind of let us be the ones to tell, to continue to tell your story, and thank you for all this. There was a hard time and we went to the playoffs and we're the number 1 seed, but I thought it was interesting that, I don't know, maybe that's a hard situation to be behind the mic, whatever. But just for him to kind of stand up there and go, I hope people remember what I did. Dude, you're going to play. We may need you this week. It's not the end of the season. There's not a season injury. It's he's going to be a pivotal, have a huge role, regardless of where this team is heading. But for the second half of the season, I think we may see him again. I just thought it's a competitive thing. You got a bunch of alpha males in a locker room, and you got a young dude who's ready to go, who's proven himself after 2 games. And so this stuff happens. Now let's go win some football games, and it is what it is, man. I've been cut. People lose their edge. We got to move forward, and I think we will see Tannehill again this year. I just feel like this game is too fast and physical, and we know how that quarterback position goes. I mean, gosh, talk about blood in the water. We were relying on Tommy DeVito to win us the game last week. I mean, there's teams with worse, dire, quarterback situations than us. So anyway, I think leave it to us to talk about how much respect we have for you and how tough you are. And he took it on the chin, and now let's move forward. And like I said, it's not because they're throwing away the season. It's because this young stud with a huge arm gives us the best chance to beat Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Marc Mariani with us. Marc Mariani 80 on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it.
So, Mark, let me ask you this then. What was more impressive, do you think, since we do have that guy back there in Will Levis, what was more impressive, the pocket presence and the calm that he showed, or the delivering of the passes?
Oh, man. I think I gushed on him last week, and I have no problem doing it again, man. I was so impressed with the way, the numbers in game 1 were unbelievable. The 4 touchdown passes and the stats and the win. I mean, that was what a way to, break open the door of your career and take advantage of that opportunity. But then, I just thought the way he handled the huddle and his composure and the way he got in and out, his confidence, his swagger, all those things, I think the game can be so fast, especially at that position. And you just felt like he had it all under control, man. And couple that with, the explosive arm and the footwork, I'm excited to see on Sunday because I thought, if we can run the football, I think watching Levis in play action is so much fun. He just looks so athletic and can launch that ball. But, I go – when I was, kind of giving him the range now, it went beyond the performance to me. It was the stuff before the snap and after the snap that I was impressed with. Him having interactions with DeAndre Hopkins on the field and him talking to the official and him, having the composure when things went well, and when he throws a kick in the end zone to seal the game, even though I don't hold that against him. You have to press to make a play there. To me, it was all those intangibles and the stuff that won't show up in the stat sheet that I really saw coming through the TV screen, and that's to me a lot of kind of ahead of his time, and it's progress that it's tough to measure that, but I was extremely impressed, and I have a ton of confidence moving forward. And like we talked about, let's call a spade here. This isn't going to be perfect now. He may go out and throw 3 picks on Sunday, and we're going to have, it might be a little bit of a bumpy road, but it doesn't matter. As long as the Jags keep pulling away, and we've already lost tiebreakers in AFC, this is your future. I think if we hit on the first pick in the second round on a stud quarterback, if we did that, we're going to be in great shape for the future. And so you got to stick with this guy. You got to give him the resources. We need some people to step up and play well around him. But, man, I'm excited to watch this guy take this.
Marc Mariani with us on 3HL. The Blood in the Water pick is coming up. One more thing about Levis. Mark, as a former wide receiver, when I saw these stats, I thought about you because he was spreading it around, but he was also looking for the chunk plays. Levis attempted 11 passes of 20 yards or more down the field in the Pittsburgh game, which tied for the most in a game in the NFL this season. He completed 7 of them, which is the most for the Titans since Ryan Tannehill did it in the 2022 opener against the Giants. That's 25 games ago. This dude's doing things in his first 2 games or has done things in the first 2 games that haven't been done, man.
And remember, guys, it's the same offensive line as we've been throwing out there. It's not like he was magically getting all this time. It's not like he was it's not like all this stuff was cured overnight or they were doing anything different. And I think we talked about this, and again, let's give Tannehill his kudos, but the big thing about Tannehill coming out when he was a young quarterback is how athletic he was. Well, there's only one guy on this earth that's undefeated, and it's Father Time. And so Father Time can catch up with you, and it just felt like those movements were slowing down. That play action got a little slower. Those feet were a little more stuck in the pocket. And then you got Will Levis coming in there and carrying out these fakes and moving the pocket and running around and stepping up and letting it fly. And let's talk again about some of the throws he made, guys, especially on against the Steelers on Thursday night. He did all the things right, but then he had to execute the throw, and he dropped a couple dimes in there. So it's all these things, and it feels like we have the full package. But, again, I saw the same stats you're looking at, Brent. It's like we got to remember this is our future as well. But it's also because it's the performance of the guy before him. He's earned that job. We're not just giving him away the season or giving him the reins or taking losses or tanking for a pick. He gives you the best chance to win right now, and after 2 games, he's earned it with his performance.
Love it, Mark. All right, time for Blood in the Water pick. This is where Marc Mariani each week has an upset winner. But last week it wasn't so good. New York Giants took it on the chin.
Hey, listen, we gave – I know, I deserve it. It was abysmal, dude. And we gave Daniel Jones a kiss of death, and that's terrible. I hate that. And then we had Tommy DeVito. But here's the deal. Okay, guys, here's the deal. We all know what's coming this weekend.
Yeah.
And sometimes those sharks, they're not hunting, okay? Sometimes they're not hunting. Sometimes you got to chum the hole. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you got to send them on a kill mission. So guess what? Guess where we going to send them this week? We're sending them to hunt the Bulldogs in Athens, Georgia, baby. That's you want those 10.5?
Oh, man.
We don't want them, baby. We don't want them. Never been a bigger Rebels fan. Never been a bigger Rebels fan. Lane Kiffin, you let us down against Alabama Crimson Tide. Not again in Georgia. Because you know why, Clay, Grant, Dawn, you know why?
Talk to me.
Why?
Because we're going to take care of business against Missouri, and then guess what's happening next weekend, baby? Let's go. 10.5. Jackson Dart, Lane Kiffin, we don't want them. Run the Rebels. Go take care of business. Let's go win the SEC East, baby. You know what time it is?
It's all working out, Mariani.
There he goes. Ole
Hey,
Miss.
we're sending them on a mission, baby. Chum the hole, Sanford Stadium. Let's go, baby. Go hunting. Let's go.
Ole Miss the upset win. He doesn't want the 10.5.
You don't want them.
Don't want them.
The universe is listening, boys.
Hey, Mark, drink some brown water for us. Love you, bro.
All right, have a great weekend.
I'm bringing a big boat, Mark. I'm bringing a big boat, baby.
There he is, Marc Mariani, at
Plus
Marc Mariani.
365.
So now, sometimes I think Mark gets caught up in the romantic side of watching football.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he wants to watch Ole Miss beat Georgia on the road.
I think there's a lot of people that want to watch that.
Oh, yeah, me too. But it doesn't mean I'm betting Ole Miss money line.
Well, true. Right? Keep
You
your
gonna
emotions out of it.
You going to roll with our boy on that one?
I think I'm gonna jump on the boat with him. I might bring a life vest though.
How many parlays you got going?
Oh. Let me see.
We'll let him count during the break. It's a big number. He's going to get his abacus out. 3HL broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Your chance to win Tennessee Georgia tickets. Come by and get registered. We're going to give away a pair at the end of the show. If you don't win today, 2 more chances before that game. We've got 3 pairs to give away total. How many?
12 right now. No NFL done yet though. I know.
Boy, look at that.
You have a problem.
Yes, I do.
Welcome to Friday.
You haven't
Babs.
even hit the NFL yet?
No.
Jeez.
All right. 3HL at Scoreboard. We'll be right back. Diana Rossini, really funny. MTSU playing a football game tomorrow. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, something for the family, something to do together, maybe you're bored and want to go watch some football, you can. MTSU football Saturday tomorrow. Blue Raiders hosting Florida International University. That is what's going on inside Floyd Stadium in the borough. It'll be a special day, too. It'll be the 41st annual salute to veterans and armed forces. The Blue Raiders pay tribute to our brave veterans, current service members, and their families for their service and sacrifice. Veterans and their families can receive a complimentary admission. For more information, visit goblueraiders.com. Kickoff for MTSU and Florida International is set for 2:30. Get there early so you can watch the players warm up and support them. Also, stay in your seats at halftime. The Blue Raider Band is amazing, and those kids work hard, too. So check them out. Kickoff again, 2:30. MTSU taking on Florida International University. GoBlueRaiders.com. Let's go Blue.
Year is almost over. I know we hate to say that, but it is. And maybe you need some cash out for the holidays, or you want to be credit card debt free for the new year. You need to call Loan Pronto to help you do it. I love Loan Pronto. I refinanced my house with Loan Pronto, and right now they have this Express Equity line of credit thing going on where you can get $20,000, $50,000, even $100,000 out in as little as 5 days. And maybe you didn't know, but Loan Pronto can help you access up to 95% of your home's value so you can get the money out that you need. Maybe start that home improvement project, pay off those loans, and the most important part, still keep that primary mortgage rate intact. Your 3% rate is protected with Loan Pronto. Call them now, see if they can help you, or just go visit them online, loanpronto.com, 615-499-5780. That's 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport here on a Friday. How about that?
How about it? I got the weekend off, y'all.
Was making the show go fast.
What are you going to do? You going to rearrange the garage or something?
I'm super excited. I'm going to. Well,
Slade's already shaking his head. He knows Harder's about to go to work this
weekend.
weekend.
My gosh, my husband despises me right now because I've already started. I already started.
He's going to be like, "When you going back out of town?"
Yeah. So
next time.
So I've had 4 games in 11 days.
Yeah.
So needless to say, my Mr. Babs is a saint, right? Like the way that he can run the household when I am not around to help. I mean, I get home and laundry is done and the kids are alive and like everything is great. You know what I mean?
There are other reasons that he's a saint also. But
yes.
Okay. But that's a good
What
one.
are you insinuating, Mayor?
I thought that would just fly right by.
No, that one didn't fly by. I will take you out on this stage at Scoreboard on a Friday in front of all these people.
I jumped off the stage and you got nervous for me. You're like, that's how old people get hurt doing stuff like that. Yeah, you got support in the crowd.
See? That's right.
All right, so what are you doing?
But anyway, so I have to first put the house back in order how I like it because even though he handles everything like, you know, the dishes aren't put away properly. There's some things that the pantry's not organized anymore, not how I left it at the beginning of the season. You know, I have this random weekend off, so I've got to get everything back. And this is where he hates me. I mean, since I have this weekend off and, you know, the next, 3 weeks, I've got football games. And then after that, it's postseason, you know, bowl games and all of that.
Right.
So
and you don't
I think
know
it's
what
a
your
perfect,
schedule's
and
gonna be.
I have no idea what my schedule is going to be till closer to the time. And we have Army Navy will be gone for a weekend, so it's time to get the Christmas decorations out, guys. It's time
Before Thanksgiving.
Yes, we're doing it this weekend, and he is like visibly annoyed by me already, and it's Friday.
I would come to bat and help Mr. Babs and come to his defense. But I walked in 2 days ago and all of our Christmas decorations were out.
See, it's getting earlier and earlier. This guy's not going to say anything because he already has his place all decorated.
It sure is. It is. Yours is. It sure is.
Day after Halloween.
See?
Look at you.
I mean, move on.
Hey, man. What about Thanksgiving?
Is that your motto?
Time to move on.
What about the pumpkins and everything? What you do with them?
Pumpkins, I had a Titans pumpkin. That went in the garbage. But then everything just goes into a bin marked Halloween.
Yeah, but it carries over to Thanksgiving. It's that
same Thanksgiving, I'm here for it. I'll give thanks and I'll eat. But that's like a midway point between Halloween and Christmas.
It kind of is, yeah.
The two real deals. Well, congratulations. Slay and I are both busy, so have fun, Harder.
You're not coming over?
No, I'll be busy trying to put the star on our tree. Well, we got Mickey Mouse that goes up on
I might need your height.
Yeah, Chris does too. So, yeah, I'm going to lend it out. Cool.
I'll serve you vodka.
Oh, I'll be
or brown water.
I'll be right up.
Then you can go smoke a cigar out in the
That's
outdoor
the reward.
area.
I will definitely be
there
over
you go.
there. You ain't got to worry about
you
me.
You can do s'mores.
Yes. That's
you can be bribed.
Yeah, heck yeah.
615-737-1045. Wow, that was easy. Dustin and Laverne next up on 3HL. Hey, Dustin, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? Can y'all hear me okay?
Yep.
Good. Okay. Well, hey, I just wanted to throw a comment out. I have kind of rallied for this before, but I feel like we absolutely have to get Josh Wiley involved in our offense. As many problems as we're having in the red zone and all the issues we're having, I've heard it that he needs to work on his blocking, but half our offensive line doesn't block. Chig doesn't want to catch the football. We got to do something to get someone going. And having a 6'8" tight end, there's no way it could hurt you to have that out on the field, especially with an arm like Levis. So that's my take. We really need to utilize him a lot more, like Sam Laporta is used in Detroit. I don't understand why this guy hasn't gotten more targets. It absolutely makes no sense. So.
Well, he's been hurt, so that's part of it. But
last game was his first game back.
I think Wiley will be utilized and turn into a weapon. But the scary part about that for me is I thought Chig would.
Yeah, but I think Chig is coming along. Also, I think he had that was me. Yeah, my bad, Babs. I think
I have no idea.
Four targets last week with 3 catches. I mean, like, what else y'all want Chig to do? Go for 4 for 4? D-Hop didn't go 9 for 9.
Yes, I would like him to go 4 for 4.
I think what you want to
no,
see.
it's the pass though. It's
that's what's getting it early in the season.
And him dropping
without question. I totally agree.
Key passes at key times.
I totally agree.
With Chig though, I want to see like explosive plays.
But he's only had a quarterback that can throw explosive for 2 games.
That's fair.
That's
you know what I'm saying? I mean. So now let's see what it. That's why. But I think to the caller's point, I do think Wiley needs to be incorporated with them though. Like when you go those two tight end sets, put Wiley in there with Chig, little play action with D-Hop, Kyle Phillips. Like, oh, we got some NWI Chris Moore. I think it look a little different then. So. I think they need to play together because I think they both bring something different.
2 tight end set with those 2.
Yeah.
Now 615-737-1045 is the number at 3HL1045. You want to get one more? Let's go down to Tampa. Glenn is in Tampa Bay for the game. Glenn, what is up, brother?
How y'all doing?
Hey, we're good, Glenn.
Good, Glenn.
I'm about fired up for this game, boys and ladies. We flew in here this morning. And we're all sitting here around the pool having some adult beverages, trying to figure out what there is to do in Tampa Bay. If we could get some recommendations, that would be great.
I'm not sure you want mine, so I'll pass that off to someone else.
When's the last time you were in Tampa Bay?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the home of gentlemen clubs.
All right, we'll pass it off away from Slay.
He said he having adult beverages. He halfway there.
Ybor City.
That's what they said.
Oh, man.
There's water down there.
There's water down there. There's also Clearwater Beach. There's St. Augustine. The Salvador Dali Museum. It's
See what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sure you'll want to hit.
Like,
wait, isn't this usually Hunk's?
This is his area. What is it to do in Tampa Bay?
John's Pass in St. Pete.
John's
Pass.
Yep. That's
not the first couple. That's coming from the first couple of 3HL.
Yes.
It's only half of the first couple of 3HL.
So you guys, you're talking about what to do in Tampa.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
No, that's Ybor City. I already have to look.
No.
There's a 3 or 2 story video game place there. That's an arcade. I used to go to it all the time.
Oh, really?
Such a
Yeah.
gamer.
That was, again, Ybor City. It has bars, has restaurants, has clubs, has everything. See? Has a cigar lounge.
That's what I did.
I didn't have to look this one up.
How come I'm not getting any run with my suggestion, the Salvador Dali Museum? I mean, let's get some culture involved in this thing, man.
Where did you pull that from?
And who was
I've been
there? Who's in there?
Salvador Dali art.
That's an artist.
Yeah.
Slay.
See, why I ain't got time going to be looking for Salvador.
So,
it's wild looking stuff too, man.
It sounds like
he had to be on LSD, heroin, crack, all of them.
Man, the man last name Dolly.
Yeah, D-A-L-I.
We only know one Dolly. She in East Tennessee.
And her last name is Park.
You used Dolly yesterday to get out of Fat Bottom Brewery.
Isn't Busch Gardens in Tampa?
Busch Gardens is number 1, as a matter of fact.
Spot.
Okay. So that's a real one.
And if you go to the Florida Aquarium that's right there beside where the Tampa Bay Lightning play, there's an albino alligator.
Okay.
It's like 100 years old.
Where is the Salvador Dali Museum on that list?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, here we go.
I'll let you know when I get to it. Ybor City is number 8.
Oh, that should be higher.
What's 3?
3 is
one of my spots.
That would be the zoo.
The zoo's always.
That's kind of one of my
I think
spots.
the zoo's in cahoots with other zoos.
Look, I don't know what's so special,
That's
but there's a
everybody's talking.
bridge that apparently is the 4th thing to do in Tampa.
Yeah,
It's a
I've been
bridge.
across that thing. It's
the
long.
Sunshine Skyway Bridge.
What are you supposed to just drive across?
Yeah,
it?
you drive across it.
Like, we've done that. Next.
Who wants to do that?
I don't know.
You have to get to the other places.
Ugh.
To get to the Salvador Dali Museum.
Yeah, you know what? I would have to up my anti-anxiety medication for that one.
And then you go back across the bridge to go to Ybor City.
Nah.
All right, when we come back, Dawn talked about this yesterday.
Hey, have fun though. By the way,
have a ball.
You know what you should do? You should go watch the Titans win.
Yeah. All right, Titans numbers with and without Levis. Where would they rank, and where do they rank? Where did they rank without him? Where do they rank? Where would they rank with him? I'm telling you, you're going to want to hear these numbers. That's next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
All right, holidays are coming up. You want to make sure that you just slay those holidays.
How
You
about
like
that?
slay? Yes.
I love it, man.
How do you do it? You call a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa, and you buy your mom, dad, sister, aunt, uncle, brother, whatever, a gift card for a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa, because here's the deal. Then they can go pamper themselves, get a massage or a manicure pedicure or sunless tanning or waxing or a facial, or get their hair done and their makeup done, or just go buy something that's awesome out of their gift shop in the front and just walk in and smell how wonderful a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa smells. I love that place.
That is true.
Everybody loves a spa day, I promise. And you can gift card 24/7 instantly on their website, amomentspeace.com, or give them a call, 615-224-0770 if you have any questions or special requests. And you can always just stop by for personal service. They are in Cool Springs, across 65 from Galleria Mall at the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakersbridge Avenue. A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa.
Well done, Davenport. Everything's changing so fast these days, and that's a great thing. Back in the day, we were lucky if we could get one video to load on our desktop computer, but now there's the Xfinity 10G network. That means the fastest internet with faster speeds rolling out all the time. An internet that can power a house full of devices at once with ultra-low lag. So while one person streams a movie from their room, another can play video games in the basement, while another TikToks in the kitchen. It's the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity. The future starts now. And now through November 15th, new customers can get 75 megabit internet only on the next generation Xfinity 10G network for just $20 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com/10G, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment taxes and fees are extra. After the promotion, regular rates apply to internet service. Actual speeds vary.
All right, now listen, man. Now the winter is here, really. I mean, like, don't be fooled by the weather, because there are storms that will be coming. And you got to be prepared. At any point, it could happen. Don't be left out in the cold this season. You got to call today. Who you got to call? You got to call Cove Generators.
Cove Generators.
Always on it, Babsy.
Yes, be prepared. They are your premier Generac home standby generator dealer, by the way. And they can help you with any kind of generator, though. You call them to perform maintenance on your Generac automatic standby generator or any brand of generator that's already there at your house, and then they'll help maintain it, let you know that it's ready to go. How do you do it? Visit CoveGenerators.com to never lose power again.
That's right. You can contact them today at 931-559-3311. That's 931-559-3311. Or just go hit them up also. CoveGenerators.com.
And stay connected through it all.
Good evening from the Scoreboard Bar and Grill at the Opry. I'm Joe Hunk. Who's not going to be scoring a touchdown for the Titans would be Traylon Burks. That's because he's not going to be on the field on Sunday because the final injury report is out for the Titans and the Bucs. So no Traylon. You also are going to be without your right guard, Daniel Brunskill. MPF, you can either stay without your left tackle or your starting right tackle. Now he is not going to be available. Neither is Sean Murphy-Bunting. All those players have been ruled out. Now for the Bucs, Josh Hayes, who is their starting secondary player, he is officially out, but Jamel Dean as well as Carlton Davis are both listed as game time decisions. The good thing for the Titans, though, is that Chris Hubbard is good to go. He has no designation by his name and should be ready for the game on Sunday for Tennessee. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful evening in the Music City. It is dark out here at Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Music Valley Drive. I'll tell you this, though. Sunset was phenomenal. Basically every day that's not raining like yesterday. But this is that time of year. We're having a great time. Scoreboard Bar and Grill, the OG location, Music Valley Drive. Come by and see us. We would love to see you. And you can register for your chance to win Tim McGraw tickets at Bridgestone Arena. You can register to win your chance to see Green Day, Smashing Pumpkins at Geodis Park. And you can register for Tennessee-Georgia football tickets. That's right. Come by and see us. You can register to win Tennessee-Georgia football tickets. We're going to give a pair away in the last segment of the show just before 6 o'clock. So make sure you get out here if you can, and make sure you get registered if you are here. And we appreciate all y'all coming out. There's a lot of orange in the crowd today.
That's because there's a lot of Vols right here in the state of Tennessee.
Are there Vols in here?
You are. Come on, man. I don't roll solo. We come deep, baby.
Even Baby Babs had her Tennessee Vols jersey on.
She did, and it's on all of our Instagram feeds now if you want to see her.
Right.
We're converting one at a time, y'all. One at a time.
Oh, no. I just want to point out on the picture where she has her hand up, I made her say War Eagle while she put her hand up.
Picture speaks 1,000 words.
Yeah, we don't hear that. That's bunk.
We can't hear that. That's bunkity bunk bunk.
Do you have any witnesses for that?
Don't you steal my work. Don't you steal my work.
Bunkity bunk bunk,
That's bunk.
Nah, we've converted. Uncle Slay and Mr. Brent.
That's right.
Had a girl, Baby Babs. All right, also when you come here, you can fill out a pick sheet, and no point spreads, just winners. And you could try to beat me and Slay last week. We did get beat.
Man, somebody went 7-0.
Yeah.
Pam.
So Pam
Spalding went 7-0. So
Good
congratulations
job,
to Pam. We did not.
Pam is a fortune teller.
What about Pam, man?
Man, Pam's a fortune teller. I should have got her on the parlay. On one of these 13. I got 13 now.
7-0.
On one of the 13 that I've got out.
Well, you can't sit on 13. 13's bad luck, so now you have to do 14.
Well, I got to deposit a little bit more money because I'm out.
I talked to our buddy Henry outside during the break.
Gambling problem.
And
Tennessee Redline.
He said he was very excited about Tennessee basketball tonight.
You should be. Like, this is a good test going on the road. The last time I went to Wisconsin, we lost. I think we lost by 2.
How'd you lose to Wisconsin?
Dude, man, it was up at cheating.
Here we
Penny.
go.
No, man, I'm telling you, they gave Kirk
Like
Penny
Big
all kind of
Ten,
calls, man.
Big Ten style
Yes,
cheating?
and it was in the middle of the
Michigan?
SEC season. I was like, oh, dude, this ain't right. We're not supposed to be going up here. But it was cool, man. That was one of those years when we lost like 8 games by 11 points or something. It was some weird stuff going on. Losing
What time
by 1 point.
does Tennessee tip tonight?
6 o'clock.
Okay, 6 o'clock our time?
Yep, on Peacock, NBC Sports affiliate. So it's got to be
And right here on the Zone, right?
Yep, right here on the Zone.
Oh.
6 o'clock. We get off the air at 6 o'clock.
Why do you look so confused?
Because I thought somebody last week they said we get off at 5:30 or something. 8 o'clock.
It's an 8 o'clock tip. You don't even know what time your team tips.
I'll just be locked in as 8.
Well, to be fair, Henry over
Texas A&M and Ohio State is 6.
Henry told me it was. Henry told me it was at 6. I thought it was at 8, so he confused me. And I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Go ask my mom." That's what he said.
My mom knows. She's the one who just told me. She's just like, it's 8.
She's like my spirit animal over there.
So Henry said his friend's dad is a Kentucky fan, and he's going over to his house or something, and Kentucky plays at 6. But he had it mixed up. He thought Kentucky played at 8 and Tennessee played at 6. But there he is, right there.
A lot of SEC games going on, man.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Vandy playing tonight, too. They need to bounce back between that loss to Presbyterian. That was a tough loss. It's hard when you ain't got your starters out there, but
I don't
can't lose
care,
to
Slay.
I'm saying. I said it. No, you can't do that.
No, I held him on it, too.
Yeah.
Slay loves
how do
stacking.
you lose to I know you guys talked about it.
No,
but,
this is the reason they lost is Mariani is their guy. Mariani got 2 fouls in the first half, and he pulled them early with like 15 minutes to go. They got a hole. Presbyterian got some dudes that can play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he had 19 in the second half. The problem is when you don't have your starters, you got to go with a gut feeling instead of what it is. You get 2 fouls, you pull them out. You got to go with the gut and let them roll. If he foul out, he foul out.
That's what Stack said after the game. He said he'd get 2 fouls, you come out. That's what he said. And
took an L because of that.
I would have let him go, probably.
I would have had to.
We were also reminded of what Stackhouse said at SEC Media Day where he said, because remember last year they won 10 out of their last 12 games and almost got in the tournament.
Yeah.
But they had those losses to UAB, Southern Miss, and Grambling at the beginning of the season.
You don't think this Presbyterian loss is going to pop up?
Well, so he said at Media Days, we're going to blow everybody out.
Because that's what it means. Nobody counts the SEC. Yeah. He said if we finish 12th or lower, I'll resign.
Stack.
Throwing it out there. Vanderbilt does play South Carolina upstate. The big story of the day, obviously, is Michigan getting slapped by the Big Ten, and Michigan is not happy about this, but Pete Thamel had the story first. Violation of sportsmanship policy. This obviously goes with all the stealing of signs and all those things. Now, there are a couple of things. Stealing signs is not against NCAA rules, but how they went about doing it is.
Right. You can steal, if you watch a TV broadcast and you can figure out their signs.
Yep.
Great.
Yep. And the other part of that is Jim Harbaugh saying that he knew nothing about it and all those things. That doesn't matter. In the NCAA bylaws, there is a bylaw that says you're responsible for your program. It doesn't matter if you say you don't know something.
Yeah.
You're still in charge. So they have said that he can coach during the week but cannot coach on the sideline for their final 3 regular season games. Michigan released a statement very quickly, a sternly written statement that we'll read for you here in a little bit. That they were ready for. Last night the story was they had already hired this huge law firm and spent all this money and all this stuff, and they were gonna respond. So
does coach on the sideline mean you can't be in the booth either?
I don't think he can be in the booth either because
he can't be on the premises.
Yeah, he can't. He could literally coach from the booth.
Yeah, that's
you can't be.
Who was that?
Was
that Hugh Freeze or Gus Malzahn?
It was Hugh in his hospital bed because he had the back surgery, and they did
in the booth.
Yes, and then they did the pre-game interview with him laying in his hospital bed
in the booth.
In the booth,
they rolled his ass up there.
Stop it.
Yeah.
No, I promise, because he couldn't put any pressure on, he couldn't stand, so he legit coached that game for Liberty. What? In a hospital bed.
I'm going to hit these stats real quick because I said I would, and then we'll revisit.
Okay,
and then we can also read the Michigan thing.
That's dedication.
The Titans, Dawn brought this up yesterday. The Titans in total offense are number 23 in the NFL. They're number 26 in passing offense, number 12 in running the ball, and number 24 in points per game. I ran these numbers without Levis, so the first 6 games and where that number would fit now in terms of the NFL rankings. So without Levis, total offense, Titans 283.5 yards per game. That would be number 27 in the NFL. Again, they're currently number 23. So 4 spots worse without Levis. All right, with Levis in 2 games, they average, again, remember it was 283.5. With Levis, 357.5.
Oh, my gosh, that's a massive difference.
So they're 23rd in total offense right now. They would be 8th with that number in the NFL.
Wow.
So 27th without him, 8th with him in total offense.
You did all of them, right?
Yeah, passing offense, without Levis, 173 yards per game. That's number 29. They're currently 26, so 3 spots worse without him. With Levis, 2 games. Remember, 173 passing per game, 230.5 per. That's number 14 in the NFL.
It still ain't good, but it is
It's better.
significant
It's top half, and it's much better than 29th without him.
Right.
So 29th without him, 14th with him. Rushing offense affected as well. Without Levis, 110.3. With him, 127. The 110.3 would be 16th in the NFL. The 127 would be 8th in the NFL. Points per game. Without Levis, 17.3. Number 26 in the NFL. 22 per game. With him, number 15 in the NFL.
That's
so
a significant difference.
Significant down. Just 2 data points. So I'm anxious to see what happens at Tampa Bay and at Jacksonville and see where the Titans are at that point. Because, I mean, if they're 5-5 and 1 game out in the AFC South, man, you want to talk about hope and re-energize and all of those things?
Especially with this offensive line and with the injuries they're dealing with on this offensive line.
Yep.
Wow. And with no Traylon Burks.
Yep. More on this. Your phone calls. We'll read the Michigan statement. It is terse. That's coming up next. 3HL broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Get here so you can get registered. Tennessee, Georgia tickets. Going to give away a pair in the last segment. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Want to tell you about my friends at Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits. You need to get to know these guys, especially this time of year. It is gift-giving season. It also is like sip bourbon at the end of a long day and watch the dark season. MarylandFarmsWS.com is the website. This is an easy location for you to get in and out of over in Maryland Farms. 101 Creekside Crossing in Brentwood by the Publix. That Publix shopping center, probably know where it is. If you don't, you can just put it in your app to find the location. 101 Creekside Crossing, just off Old Hickory Boulevard. Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. They are closed on Sundays. They have an app, so get the Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits app where you get your apps. They have delivery and curbside pickup through the app. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, locally owned, serving Brentwood and Middle Tennessee for more than 18 years. These guys are awesome. It is gift-giving season, get-together season. Don't show up empty-handed. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits has customized baskets for you to grab and go. All kinds of creative options. MarylandFarmsWS.com, Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits.
All right, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. You guys hear me talk about them a lot, but I'll just be super real with you. I knew I needed to replace my windows and door in my rental property, and then I knew that bugs were crawling into my windows at my house. So I had to do something. I shopped around, and I ended up loving Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville from the first time I contacted them all the way through the entire process, and learned a lot about windows that I never knew anything about. And this is what I will tell you. I'll tell you, Pella has been around for years, 120 or 100 years in 2025 is how old they'll be. So they offer the lifetime warranty stuff. And with Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, they have the staff in place to make sure that they can support you, and they back all of their work, their installation up with warranty, a 10-year labor warranty, leading in the industry. I love my windows and doors from Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, and you can too. They got an awesome limited time special going on right now. Just go online, schedule your free consultation, and you can check out that special, PellaNashville.com.
3HL 104.5, The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. Big football weekend coming up. Titans at Buccaneers. Buccaneers favored by 1.5, 12 o'clock on CBS. You can catch it right here on 104.5 The Zone. Broadcasting live at Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Music Valley Drive. A lot of people registering for these Tennessee-Georgia tickets. Here's the thing. We got 3 pairs of tickets to give away between now and game time. We're giving away 1 pair today.
When are we doing it? At the end of the show?
Yeah, in about 25 minutes.
Right here?
Hey.
Right
you
here,
you
right
have to
now.
be here? Yeah, because you had to register. Could you leave? Or you got to be at the receiver?
No.
You can just do it anywhere.
Yeah.
So I can tell somebody to put my name in there.
You're asking me questions to which I know no answer.
I like how you got the answer for me, though. You wouldn't found it.
I said yes to both things you said.
I know. That's my man. You never let me down.
But people put their phone number down, so there's that. But hopefully someone is here that wins. Jeffrey Simmons said this about this game. We need to find a way to win against Tampa Bay. That's the assessment. That's what it is. Find a way to beat Tampa Bay. I like that. That's a T-shirt. Find a way to beat Tampa Bay.
It's only good for one time a year.
That's true. Tampa, again, favored by 1.5. They have a 54.6% chance to win, according to FPI.
Go. Tighten up.
Both teams are 3-5. Tampa's lost 4 in a row. The last 3 by 6 points or less. This is their longest losing streak since 2019.
Eesh.
Titans are 1-1 since switching quarterbacks, however. Tampa 7-5 against rookie quarterbacks under Todd Bowles. Okay. He basically said, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. We prepare for the system and the team.
Hey, sound good.
Tennessee 0-4 on the road. The Titans haven't won outside of Nashville since November 17th, 2022 in Green Bay. That is 8 straight losses. That's almost a year. Yeah.
That's 7 days. Sorry, I had to look at my watch and the date. That is.
I thought you really wanted to know what time it was.
No, I was looking at the date. That is 7 days away from 365 days since they have won on the road.
Right. Here it is. The Bucs stops
that
here.
Is garbage.
Oh, man.
That is bunk.
The Bucs stops
that is
here.
Shiano.
The Bucs stops here, Babsy.
It stops.
The Bucs stops in Tampa.
Oh, I get it.
Come on, Babsy. Come on. We on this thing rolling, man.
Atta girl. Hey, man. Me and Slay just play above the clouds.
My brain is fried.
It's Christmas decoration time.
That's right, yeah.
She's not used to doing a Friday show.
I'm not used to doing a Friday. It's, I've got a whole lot of action and everything else in my head. All right. Sorry. Go ahead. Carry on.
You're catching a contact high from all this alcohol in this room.
The bushwhackers.
Yeah, bushwhacker fumes.
Yeah. They'll get you.
I said this one earlier. Levis attempted 11 passes at 20 yards or more down the field in Pittsburgh, tied for the most in a game in the NFL this season. He completed 7 of them, which is the most completed passes 20 yards or more for the Titans. Since Tannehill did it in the 2022 opener against the Giants, that's 25 games ago. This team has done a lot of things hasn't done a lot of things in a while. You were pointing at your phone. Do you have something?
Oh, just more Michigan stuff.
Should we find the Michigan statement?
Yeah, I want you to read it because what I found here, SI is reporting it, goes in kind of with this. It tells you more about where this statement came from. Yeah.
Why they were so ready.
But why they were so
gun-ho to jump out there.
How do you describe that statement?
Scathing. Yeah, scathing's good.
Yeah.
What did you say, Turks?
Terse, T-E-R-S-E.
Yeah.
T-U?
Terse.
T for Tennessee, S-T-H.
Stern.
Yes,
yeah, I ain't never been terse. I've never heard of terse.
Oh, you were terse yesterday.
Sometimes you get terse. But I didn't know it was terse.
Yo.
Purse.
I think the whole room knew.
Terse rhymes with purse.
Or curse.
Ha.
Speaking of that, where's Merch? Laurel Murchison, where is he?
Merce.
He could stop the run.
Great
Merch.
There you go. See, now you're in Friday, Babs. Now that's a Friday show right there. Yeah, we got her. That's a Friday show. That's a Friday show.
Get me away from the Friday show.
That's our girl.
All right, here's the terse, stern, angry, nasty statement, well written from Michigan. They had this ready to go. You heard this story last night that they were ready with lawyers. This is what they wrote. Like all members of the Big Ten Conference, we are entitled to a fair, deliberate, and thoughtful process to determine the full set of facts before a judgment is rendered. Today's action by Commissioner Tony Petitti. Is that his name?
Good try. That was a good try.
Petitti.
I thought it was Patetti, but I don't know.
There's an I between the T's.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Commissioner TP.
There you go.
That's not any better. Commissioner Tony disregards the conference's own handbook, violates basic tenets of due process, and sets an untenable precedent of assessing penalties before an investigation has been completed. We are dismayed at the commissioner's rush to judgment when there is an ongoing NCAA investigation, one in which we are fully cooperating. Way to not end on a preposition. Good statement there. Commissioner P., his hasty action today suggests that this is more about reacting to pressure from other conference members than a desire to apply the rules fairly and impartially. By taking this action at this hour, the commissioner is personally inserting himself onto the sideline and altering the level playing field that he is claiming to preserve. And doing so on Veterans Day, a court holiday, to try to thwart the university from seeking immediate judicial relief is hardly a profile in impartiality. To ensure fairness in the process, we intend to seek a court order together with Coach Harbaugh, preventing the disciplinary action from taking effect.
Which I didn't realize. Veterans Day is tomorrow,
yes.
By the way. We love all of our veterans out there.
Shout out
so
to
much
all that
for
served
your service.
and passed.
Yes,
also.
but today
And served now.
is the day that it's observed, which
Yes.
is why everything government's closed down, right?
Yep.
So I didn't realize that part. Well, SI reporting last week, Michigan's regents discussed leaving the Big Ten if Jim Harbaugh was suspended without what it believes to be due process.
Where are they going to go?
Who was talking about leaving? Michigan?
The regents.
Michigan. Board of Regents. I mean, that's as high as you can go.
But there's more. ESPN reported the suspension 30 minutes before the Big Ten informed Michigan about their suspension. So ESPN had it before the Big Ten even let Michigan know. That's huge because not only is that disrespectful, it's a bunch of things, right?
Yeah.
Right. But then then you add the whole Veterans Day thing into it, where there's no court
where
day.
there's nothing that they can do on a Friday at this time to make sure that Jim Harbaugh's on the sidelines for a really big game tomorrow against Penn State. So the rest of this tweet, this is Michael Rosenberg was SI tweeting this. The Michigan Patetti fight is on.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and we had a Michigan fan bring this up earlier in the show too, where he said, if you're the conference commissioner, you are supposed to be protecting your assets and your teams that are, in the top four of the college football playoff. Like, if you're the commissioner of the Big Ten Conference, you should be letting the NCAA investigation play out, see what they find that allegedly, Michigan is cooperating with, and then decide or deal with punishment, right?
Yeah.
And that is absolutely what you should do because that's one of your teams in your conference that you are there to protect. Could you see Greg Sankey doing anything to any team before an NCAA investigation is complete?
No, because this is my conference. This is my conference.
Right.
This is us against y'all. We're just being real. Like, what?
Like,
No,
do
he,
you see?
He did succumb to the pressure of the other member institutions.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just.
Do you see Greg
what
Sankey
happened.
ever handing down a suspension to Nick Saban before an NCAA investigation is complete?
No.
I mean, that is crazy talk.
Right. The weird
Maybe
thing
he's
about
upset.
Harbaugh is there's one investigation about going on revolving around him. There's another
He's already
one.
been suspended this year.
Yeah,
he
there's
sure was.
another one that the FBI is investigating Michigan on some other things, and then now you got this one.
I mean, he's gone regardless.
Yeah.
I don't care. They could win a national title if they let him,
just might.
and he's still gone. Doesn't matter.
They just might.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be a
we're
big
gonna learn a lot
middle
about
finger
Michigan.
on the way out for Harbaugh?
Yeah, take this.
We're going to learn a lot about Michigan on Saturday, playing their first team in the top 50 So
on the road.
We'll see. On the road at
Well,
Penn State.
And real quick, just people can say, oh, you're whatever. You're suspending the coach. Who cares? He's not there, on game day because he's allowed to be involved during the week in this suspension.
Yep.
But it makes a difference.
Yeah.
There are reasons that coaches are paid the kind of money that they're paid, and I understand he'll be there for practices. He'll be there to put together the game plan.
Yep.
He gets to be involved all during the week. The only place he isn't is on that sideline during the game.
Which is most important.
But you know that there's
Yeah.
a lot that coaches deal with in game that makes the best the best.
It's that voice, and you have other people in situations that could step up and be that head coach, but a lot of them aren't ready. They are comfortable
They don't
in
have
their
the
roles,
experience.
especially in the middle of a year or all of a sudden like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you got an opportunity to plan, but this right here sprung on them like that. And then also, when you talk about distractions, if that came down, one thing you got that's a distraction too off the field for these players is that phone going to start ringing for that transfer portal.
Oh, no question.
You know what I'm saying? Like all them kids, like there's going to be guys on, hey, man, you don't want to stay there. Like, you might as well get on ahead of it now.
It's a disaster.
Yeah,
you don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
That's a great point.
I mean, that's a recruiting tool for other teams.
Without
for
question.
Sure. It's already being used, I promise.
Yeah. So do you think, is Harbaugh on the sideline tomorrow?
I'm saying yeah.
I have no idea. The whole Veterans Day thing. I mean, how do you get an injunction?
Really
and
crappy.
the only reason I say yeah, because I think Harbaugh is as much as a all right, I'm going to stand up and fight, you know what I mean, and show my loyalty to my guys as Penny Hardaway is. If Penny Hardaway would give a big finger to the NCAA and say, I'm going to play my guy and I'm going to be right there with him.
I mean, this is the big
thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like that was, exactly.
Well,
you know
I don't know how
Michigan.
I don't know how you can't appeal it and then have him on the sideline. I don't know how you can't do that.
Man, as long as the paperwork
Maybe that's the next story, and then he coaches tomorrow.
Right.
And then the ratings on that game are going to be through the
sky high.
Yes.
Regardless, the ratings are going to be sky
By the way, in terms of the game, Michigan a 4.5-point favorite. It is an 11 a.m. game, the big noon game on Fox, which is 11 a.m. our time. But just looking at the game, Penn State, one thing to watch, Penn State has 38 sacks. Michigan's given up 8 in the last 3 games. So watch out for that. Michigan blew the hell out of Penn State last year, 418 rushing yards in that one. This is an interesting note to me because you start talking about like Bo Nix, home Bo Nix and away Bo Nix. Home Drew Allar is much better at home. Penn State quarterback, 70% completions, 14 touchdowns, just 1 interception. The question, do you trust that Penn State O against that Michigan D? Because Penn State's D is really good. And Michigan hasn't been tested like this, so we'll see. But so much drama involved in that game.
I love it.
I do too. Like I honestly was going
because it's not one of my teams, right?
Even more so, I was going to glance at it. I was going to watch Alabama, Kentucky, but so now I got to watch it on 2 TVs. So I got to watch Michigan and Penn State now.
Let's do this before we hit the break. Let's go up to Bowling Green, Kentucky, and visit with Reese and Laura. Reese, what's up?
What up, Reese? What up, Laura?
Hi guys, it's Laura.
Hey, Laura, what up?
I have big news.
Talk to
I
us.
have joined the Will Levis bandwagon.
Oh, Laura,
welcome to the club.
I know that was tough for you. You don't like the Wildcats in any form.
It was wild. It was tough, but the more I thought about it, and the more I want the Titans to get better, the more I thought he is the future.
Babs, you're here on a Friday.
I am. What's up? And I am very proud of you, Laura, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm tore up because we usually have no rules on Friday, so I've been trying to behave because you're here.
Hey, I'm
Reese,
trying to get
no
the
way.
boys to behave.
Yeah, there's no way, Reese. You just shoot your shot.
Yeah. Big Slay. I got
What
a
up,
lot
baby?
of action this week. I don't have as much as you and yours, but I got me a par Reese. All right.
Okay. All right, give it to me.
I got at Atlanta. This is all money line. DraftKings. My person wouldn't do it. He was afraid he's gonna lose.
Okay.
So I did DraftKings. All money line. Atlanta over Arizona. The Titans over Tampa Bay. And as much as I hate the Colts, they won me a couple $100 last week against Carolina. So we're going with them over New England. We got a couple $100 on that. It pays out at plus 585. All right. So then we got 500 on the Vols. I don't know what you got in the Vols. I wanted to do 300, but I got excited. I did 500. I got them early in the week at -1.5. Now they're -3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous as all get out on that one, but got that. And then I went ahead and threw $100 on the Titans on +1 and $100 on the Colts at money line at -125. What do you got going this weekend?
Man, listen, Reese.
Why
I
don't
got
you
a
hold
bad
it down
boy.
to like your best one?
Okay, hunker down to the
He's
best
got
one.
like 14 of them.
Yeah, I got quite a bit of them, Reese. I got one for the night. I got about 8 of them for tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you my college basketball. How about that? Let me run through that one.
Lloyd made a big $10 bet on the Vols tonight at -2 over Wisconsin. Big $10 pays out $18.
Well, here we go. This is just a slight one. This is really an 18.
She bets like me.
This is really an 18-part slate, but I'm gonna cut it down to 4 for y'all. Purdue -29.5 to cover. Furman over Belmont. Arkansas to cover over Gardner-Webb -24.5, and Duke over Arizona. And there's 4 other teams involved in this, but yeah, that's that one.
I believe you're right. Clay has a problem.
All right, Reese and Laura, have a great weekend.
Reese. Take us out, Reese. How you take us out?
Don't take us on out. Don't cut us off, Mayor.
Take us out, Reese. Take us out.
Break time.
Rocky Top.
Woo!
We love y'all. Happy Friday, man. We're glad you're here. Let's have a heck of a weekend.
Happy Friday.
Let's go, baby.
There they go, Reese and Laura. All right, we're going to give away Tennessee, Georgia tickets here at Scoreboard Bar and Grill when we come back. Eggy Bob's over there guarding the basket.
Ain't did the robot yet.
It's not a basket. It's a box.
Is it name in the box?
There's no name in the basket. All right, we'll do that next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, good people, man? Ron Slay here to tell you about holistic stem cell therapy, something I dove into. I was scratching my head and wondering, like, what can I do, man, to get rid of this inflammation in my body outside of just losing weight, man? I needed something else to get me right. Yeah, knee problem, the shoulder problem. The shoulder really took me out of playing professional. I mean, it was over. It was over after that. But your body, your cells, your solution, man. I went in there, talked to Dr. Kellum, sat down with him, had a list of things that I went over with him. He talked about hit every point, and then after the point, he walked out, told me to think about a couple more things, and came back in, answered all of those. Then we just had a heart-to-heart conversation, man, about what it could do. And I am too proud to say, man, I went ahead with it and felt great. Consultation, you need to call 615-850-4415. That's 615-850-4415. Change your life, man. You can change your trajectory. Get your body, your cells, your solution at KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
And then you can go get a massage because you feel so good and you want to pamper yourself. And that massage should be done at a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. Oh, yes. Gift giving time of year. And I will tell you that sometimes, somebody would love a massage or a manicure or a pedicure or, a facial or anything, but you probably don't buy it for yourself. That's where a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa comes in because they offer gift cards available 24/7 instantly on their website, amomentspeace.com. And the great thing about this spa is that everything is there. All these services all in one place. So no matter what the person you are gifting something to loves, they will find something that they want at a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. Give them a call. You want to do something special, they can do that for you too. 615-224-0770. You can always just stop by. They're in Cool Springs across Interstate 65 from Galleria Mall. It is the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakersbridge Avenue. Go tell them I said hi at a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. like Eggy Bob.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brett Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay at Scoreboard Bar and Grill. There are a lot of Tennessee fans in here. There's a Georgia
there
fan.
are.
There's a Georgia fan named Hayden that I just met.
Oh.
And Hayden says he's trying to win these tickets. So if the one Georgia guy in the crowd wins the ticket, he also said he wants to talk trash to Slay next week.
Who wants to talk trash to me?
My guy Hayden over here at the bar.
He just stopped me and had a good conversation with me. They didn't want to talk trash.
Oh,
to
yeah,
me.
it's all in love, though. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. I'm out for blood now. I won't.
We're not in that week.
Oh, okay. Next week. Oh, you know why? You know what he is? He's a Georgia fan.
I know.
That's what he just said.
I have my headphones on.
He's trying to win these Tennessee Georgia tickets. So if the one Georgia guy in here wins them, then.
Oh, no. I ain't man. What? Hey, all Vols fans, we're going to jump him when he go outside, y'all.
What'd you say his name was?
Hayden.
Eggy Bob,
Nope, you're good. Letting you know, he's good.
He didn't win it. Did you guys just draw it?
Yeah, I've got it right here.
Oh, okay.
I've already got it rolled.
That was kind of anticlimactic.
No, the one guy didn't have. We got others.
The Georgia fan did.
Yeah, the one Georgia fan didn't win.
I might let you go with me, man. Depending on what the conversation
We're
like
going to draw that name in just a second. I can't wait to see what more happens with this Michigan thing. The more I think about
it's a disaster.
The more I think about it, the more I think, you know what? The NCAA knows what they have. They're not done with it.
Yeah.
But it's almost like, when you had the big meal and, you're not done cooking, so you throw out the appetizers to the jackals in the living room so you can finish the meal. I got all handsy like that.
It's like death penalty-ish.
Yeah, so you throw the appetizer out there so all these people shut up for a minute. And then you finish the meal. And then you serve the meal.
So is the NCAA serving the meal at the end of the day?
Man, it just feels like they know what's going on.
I want to see the NCAA play with fire. I want to see them play with fire.
I think they're going to.
I want to see it.
Well, and I just sent this.
Entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just sent this to you guys too from Football Scoop. During the 21 season, Connor Stallions was a volunteer. NCAA says they know and can prove he orchestrated this scheme that season. Who paid for it? In 2022, Harbaugh made him a full-time staff member. A year later, NCAA says they can prove he was in close communication with coaches. NCAA is going to hammer Michigan. So there you go. Now, Michigan players have responded on Twitter. Over 14 of them simply tweeted the word bet after Jim Harbaugh's suspension came out. Let me ask you this, as two of my fine friends that like to bet, for real bets.
Yes.
What do you take from over a dozen Michigan players the minute that suspension comes down, them tweeting bet?
It means for me to stay the hell away from that game.
No. For me, that means let that come down. Bet. Well, we rocking with our coach. Our coach stepped down. We stepping down.
What it means from them. Yes. I thought you meant, how did we bet on that game?
No. I did mean that. Because for me, what you're saying, that we're going to come play for our coach, for me, I'm not sure I'd bet against them.
Yeah, I'm with that.
So without this story, I was leaning Penn State.
Right.
And so that's why
That's why you're staying away from it. Yep.
That's an ugly one, man.
I wouldn't put my money on Penn State right now.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna fuel. That is going to fuel them.
I want them to take it a step further, and they say he can't coach, and they don't play.
Ooh,
that's what I want.
They would never do that.
I'm just telling you what I want.
I'm
just telling what I want.
Yeah.
Let's play with fire, Scarecrow.
Fight fire.
Well, let's do it.
Fire.
This is gonna be fascinating.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get nasty too.
All right.
You
guys ready?
Go, yeah. I was gonna say I want to know what the other Big Ten people that met with them, what they want, what they can't wait to let out the closet, like they've been holding something. Why Michigan didn't get invited to their meeting?
Well, in Michigan, whatever they have on any other schools, they're going to drop and napalm.
Like, let's get
everybody.
it on. That's what.
Like, you want to come at us?
Yep.
Who can we destroy on our way down?
No, they all have stuff on everybody. I mean, that's what happened with the Philip Fulmer thing way back.
Here we go.
SCC.
Yeah, Phil Fulmer took that hit on the Alabama Albert Means thing.
Yep.
But what I was told back then was 8 different schools turned Alabama in on
that. I bet.
But it all came back on Tennessee. So, anyway, Joe Hunt.
Yes.
All right. People have been registering to win Tennessee-Georgia tickets all day here at Scoreboard Bar and Grill. And keep in mind, if you don't win right now, there are 2 other options, 2 other opportunities for you to win Tennessee-Georgia tickets coming up before the game. I don't know what those opportunities are. Stay tuned to the radio station. We will let you know. Who is tonight's winner?
Chris Neely.
Chris Neely. Hey,
oh my gosh, he just
sitting
like
right next to
quietly
him,
raised his hand.
Like he didn't want to get jumped.
He's like, oh, hey.
I want to make it out of here.
Seats down from him started getting excited.
No,
so I didn't know.
No,
is your first name Chris? It is.
Oh, golly.
That's tough. I mean, we should get him a bushwhacker or something.
I know, we should.
All right, Chris. Hey, congratulations, man. Hey, thanks to all that came out. And
Most
again, there'll
definitely.
be 2 more opportunities, so stay tuned to the radio station. Check out online 1045thezone.com. It was fun having Babsy here.
It was, man. It made the show
good to
fly
be
by.
here.
That was beautiful.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, thanks,
You
Babsy.
guys only got out of line like 10 times.
Well, you went with
You rode
us.
with us on the last one.
I know. This is what happens on a Friday.
Now she's wearing sunglasses at night in the dark.
Yeah.
What kind of sunglasses?
Abby.
Goodies.
Oh.
Gooders. But who is that?
Abby.
Auburn. Yes.
OB.
AU.
Good luck to Auburn.
War
against,
damn Eagle, baby.
Good luck to Auburn against Arkansas this
Go
weekend.
War Eagle.
Arkansas, 2.5-point favorite. Tennessee and Missouri. Ole Miss and Georgia.
That's right.
Vanderbilt trying to get off the schneid at South Carolina.
Sheesh.
Trying to get that first SEC win. There's a lot going on, man. Michigan Penn State will be fun.
It is.
They're like 4 top 20 teams playing each other.
Yep.
Or 8, I guess.
That too.
4 games. All right, hope y'all have a great weekend. We appreciate y'all more than you know, and we certainly hope that you'll tell all your friends about 3HL and 104.5 The Zone. All the newbies coming into town. Slay Dog, have a good weekend.
Man, you too. You all just need 3 of 13 parlays to hit.
Davenport, have a good weekend.
All right. Love y'all.
Putting up your
Christmas decorations are going up.
Hey.
Send my husband a drink.
Love y'all. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be you.
3HL After Party brought to you by Awaken 180.